duck behind some boxes, and then
Tara
you're
keeps
all
telling me
amazing.
that. She says, you're not a character. She said that 3 times today.
You know,
who
the
says that?
weirdest thing
NPCs
is,
in a video game.
Yeah.
I can only use one arm to push myself up on my chair. So it's, no,
Yeah.
don't forget, like, I can't put any
You're a real
pressure
man.
on
You use
it.
whatever arms you want. Fuck what they said.
Yeah, I don't want to have my wires rearranged, so I'm not going to do that.
That sounds like
The
a
best.
mafia thing, doesn't it? Hey, you want your fucking
He
wires
got his
rearranged.
wires rearranged. It's a shame, you know. He had such.
What
a
happened to
promise.
Paulie? He got his wire rearranged. Well,
We had to rearrange his fucking wires,
Yeah. I'll fucking rearrange
especially the
your
ones in
fuck.
his brain.
We should.
Now he will forget about it.
So,
Right, we're ready to go. It's fucking 9:15. What is going on?
listen.
Been ready.
Listen.
Fucking, oh, it's been my birthday party. I've been
Listen.
tidying up. Oh, I didn't have time today.
See, you know what I'm going to say, so shut up. It's been a day.
I'm too
like it's been
good
a day.
at guessing Chinny's excuses.
Not an excuse. It's valid.
Look at it. It's an
It's an
excuse.
Oh,
explanation.
I've had a heart condition. I'm on time. Whatever.
I know, yeah. Fucking hell. Having a major
See what I
heart
mean?
operation and I'm here on
Yeah,
time.
well, Susan came to see me even after she'd had some medical things. So
Yeah, there you are. Right, okay, we're good to go. Sorry about the delay there. Yeah, good to go, Duke. Sorry.
okay.
Let's start the motherfucking show, bitch.
Reminder that we got cool new graphics on the YouTube. You should be watching that shit.
Welcome, yo, to
Nobody
the
watches.
Veteran Gamers. Juju, Jimmy, and the fellas will tell you about every single game that we play this week. News, reviews, and an indie pick. Stu story time and Chinny's game breakers. Here comes Duke with the soundbite savior.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun on the
Veteran
fun.
Gamers.
Second place?
Veteran
That's a
Gamers.
fancy word for losing.
What do I look like? A guy who's not lazy?
Is today's hectic lifestyle making you tense and impatient?
Shut up and get to the point.
Switch
I'm
that
the potato.
console up before you have to press repeat, yo.
Hello and welcome to. You just playing a sound effect then? Because I can't tell
No.
anything anymore.
No,
I
no,
wasn't.
hello.
I gave you thumbs
Nice to
up. You should
change.
go.
that was it.
Hello and welcome to episode 817 of the Veteran Gamers podcast.
Yay! 817. What's up, people? I'm Duke.
I'm Stu.
And this will be my last podcast in my 30s.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
I mean, it's not necessarily a sad thing. I don't know. I'm playing the sad horn.
It's
It's
I
the
don't
dawn
know,
of a
it's-
new
it's
era
kinda
in your
sad.
life. Why is it sad to reach your 40s? It's better than not reaching your 40s.
what
Well,
I
that is
love.
true.
What I love
That is true.
about Americans is also the same thing I hate about Americans is they're so fucking optimistic. Do you know what I mean? Just-
That's not necessarily me being an American. That's me being a veteran of the struggle to East Timor's liberation.
Yeah. Well, whatever that is.
Yeah, whatever that is.
Someday I should talk about East Timor.
Yeah,
I'll do a
yeah.
podcast.
Someday you
about it.
should. Someday,
Yeah.
maybe you should.
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe I should.
yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
Stu. Stu.
she is a
Yes.
little older, and
Yeah.
Stu is a little more
Yeah,
cut up.
yeah. You're alive, Stu. You're here.
I'm alive. I'm bionic.
Yeah.
I now have a metal box in my chest.
Yeah.
So tell us the story. You went to the
Come
hospital
on
when?
then, Stu. Tell us the story.
So it didn't go great, if I'm being honest.
no.
It did and it didn't. It did and it didn't. So I arrived on Wednesday. The good news was I'd been moved forward 2 hours. So I
Okay.
was meant to go to theatre at 3 and I ended up going at 1. So that was good
Lovely.
news.
Nice.
Then I got to theatre and the consultant was like, right, we're going to sort all this shit out. And I had to lie under a little tent. So they made out of like a blue, I don't know, blue medical sheet thing, like a tent thing.
Yeah.
So I had to lie facing away from where he was doing the op,
Right.
right? And they gave me some sedatives, and then he supposedly numbed the area. So he obviously used local anaesthetic to numb where he was going to cut my pocket.
Yeah.
And he started making the pocket, and it was excruciatingly painful.
And this is the man
And
that you were like, he's one of the
I
top
have
guys.
total faith
He's got
in
17
yeah.
letters after his name.
Top man, they said. Top man.
So,
So
I'm
you're in a
like,
lot of pain, and you said, "Let me
so
have
I'm
some
like-
painkillers."
I'm like, oh, that's really hurting.
Did you
And
say,
he went,
oh, fuck me, that stings a little. Would you give me some of
It-
that drugs?
It felt like, right, and this is really hard to describe, I guess, but it felt like he was tearing my skin. That's
oof.
what it
Well,
felt
he was.
like, right?
He was,
Well, he
Stu.
was.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that is
Felt
really
like I was being
hurting.
vivisected.
And he's like, oh, okay. I'm like, really? I'm like, and then
Oh,
he did it a
I
bit
should probably
more, and
switch
I'm
this machine on.
Like, yeah. And I went, and then he did it a bit more. I'm like, no, that's really, really hurting. And he went, oh, right. So we obviously injected a bit more
yeah.
local
Yeah,
anesthetic in at that point.
I am the caretaker, is what he said.
Yeah.
Oh, me
I'm
fair.
with you,
But he
SLH. General anesthetic just makes sense in a situation like this.
So he injected a bit more in, and I could still feel it, and there was still a little bit of pain, but it wasn't anywhere near as bad. So I'm like, well, I can put up with that. So he did all of that. So he made his pocket, which seemed to take forever.
Forever.
And obviously, then he thread the wires down to inside my heart,
Zap,
and
zap.
Zump.
he got the first wire in place, no problems.
Oh, lovely.
And it took him 5 goes to get the second wire in a position where it would be all
And is
right.
this? Are you feeling it each time he jabs it?
No. So I didn't feel any of the wire stuff.
Because you're not knocked
because
out,
your
are
heart
you?
has- your heart
You're
has
awake.
no
You're awake.
nerves. Yeah, you're fully awake. Fully
Yeah.
awake. So your
Yeah.
heart has no nerves in it, so you don't really, you don't actually feel pain from
Oh, my
in
heart
your
has
heart
nerves.
at all.
Mm.
Oh, I would.
It's so that's why you get referred pain. So that's why you feel it in your arm or feel it in your chest, because your heart doesn't actually have any nerves in it.
It's
so
like
you
your
don't feel
brain.
anything.
Your brain doesn't.
But-
Well, I've had some chest pains over the years.
Yeah, but it's not your
But
heart.
this, it's not your heart though.
Are you sure? How
But
do you know
the-
it's
it-
not
Duke,
my
can-
Duke, for the
it-
audio's listeners, Duke has got a sunglasses filter on, and
Yeah.
I've just worked out that it's fucking ridiculous, and you need to take it off.
All right, fine, I'll take it.
Because I was
Um,
looking at you then
Fun at
saying,
all.
you know, like, oh, there's no nerves in the heart, and then you've got these glasses. There you go. I can see your
Okay,
eyes.
happy now?
Yeah, I am.
So you
Okay.
do get, obviously, if you have got a heart problem, you get pains in your chest,
Mm-hmm.
but it's
Yes.
not your heart that's hurting. It just
Yeah.
refers the pain somewhere
It's
else.
also the
so-
same with the brain, Stu. The brain, like, if you poke the brain, it won't hurt you.
Yeah.
Getting to
Poke
the
my
brain,
brain. We're gonna fight.
getting to the brain
Anyway.
might hurt you, but poking the brain will be fine.
So
Oh.
the second wire has to go through your valve into your ventricles. So
Yeah.
he did all
Yeah.
that.
Mm-hmm.
And then
And
one
then
in
he
the
just-
aorta, did you say?
Yeah, one in the atrium, one in the ventricle. So there's
Gotcha.
so there's one in the atrium, one in the ventricle.
Very good.
And then he just faffed around for ages
Yeah.
trying to. And there was a nurse who was on like the programming thing, so she's wirelessly connected to the pacemaker. stroke
Everything's
ICU.
wireless these days, Eight. Everything's
yeah.
wireless.
And,
It's all
and every
wireless.
time every time he put it somewhere, she was like, "Nah, I've only got a very weak signal there. You'll have to try somewhere else."
You'll have to
His
you'll have to plug it
explanation
into the wall to get a booster. I can't. I've got no signal.
Can you just carry him around high in the
Yeah,
air? in
yeah.
order to
Did they hold it
walk
up,
the
Stu? Did
5
they hold-
bars?
Like this.
Did it? So anyway, his explanation was because I've got a TTM positive gene, which is what caused it in the first place.
Right.
It basically means all the electrical signals in my heart are fucked up.
Right.
Oh,
Okay, so obviously he had to put it somewhere where you don't normally put it to get it into a strong enough signal place
Mhm,
to do its
mhm.
job.
put it in your
So
butt.
Mm-hmm.
so he did all of that. Well, obviously because it took him a long time to do all that. Guess what, people? When he came to put the metal box in my pocket that he created earlier,
Yeah.
some of the local anaesthetic had worn off because obviously it
Oh
took him a while.
no.
So he had to then mess around a bit more, which fucking hurt again. I'm like, that's really hurting again. And he
Did
just
he say,
went-
"Will you
He
shut
was
up"?
like, would you shut up
Yeah, it
already?
was-
I know.
Will you just?
Who
will you just
invited the little
stop
baby?
complaining?
Think I'm not tired
Listen,
and hungry? I
Listen,
want to be done with
And
this
then he
shit
went-
too.
I
bitch.
also have a mild leg cramp. We're not all fucking complaining here, Stu.
And then he went, just another minute. It'll only take me another minute. So he didn't want to spend the
Just
time to
another minute.
anesthetize it again
Wow.
because it
That's
would only
crazy.
take a minute. And
Yeah.
I'm like, that's really hurting.
Yeah.
And then, needless to say, I got out of theatre and I had really, really bad ectopics. So like fucking palpitations all over the place.
Oh, you've been
Which
through
is
a
hardly a
very traumatizing
surprise.
experience. Yeah,
I
exactly.
know. I was like, what are
Surprised
you
you didn't
fucking
have more of that.
expecting? Jesus Christ. And he glued it up, and then I had to stay in overnight because my ectopics were so bad. And they had to monitor me overnight and, you know, make sure everything was okay before I could go home. And the programming nurse came to see me and said, "Oh, well, this is why you need one." And I'm like, no, I think they were
I
created
don't get
by
cut
the
open every day
traumatized.
and
Yeah,
jabbed around and ignored when I
Yeah.
say I'm in pain. That's
Did
the
you
reason.
say, love, just come here, come here? No, come here, no.
And then you stab her with a scalpel.
Fuck you, you stupid
Yeah, really.
bitch. Yeah, that's what you should have
Lady.
But
Get it
anyway,
together.
they were still quite bad the following day, although they'd settled down a little bit.
said.
And they've been, you know, on and off since then. Today's been probably the best day when they've not been too bad. Last night was quite bad. Night before.
Do you think it
wasn't
was
great.
wise for you to not come to my party, Stu?
Yes.
It's just an
100%.
extended explanation. He just needs to make clear.
See, this is why
The
we should.
reason-
No,
This is
100%.
why we need
This
to
is
listen
why-
to our wives more. You know, this is the
Yeah.
conclusion I've come to.
I mean,
you
you do
know.
what?
I'm not your
Get it
wife. I don't know what the joke is there. I don't know what. You're
No,
just a
'cause
bad listener.
It's the basic joke. Don't listen.
Yeah.
And then whatever. Anytime anybody says don't listen or bad at listening, just
So you're having a good day today,
Here's-
Stu. You're having a good day today.
Not bad up to
Oh, good.
now. Been
Yay.
okay. Weird thing was the first night I slept after having it done. Obviously, it's a pacemaker as well,
Yes.
and it's been programmed not to drop below 60 beats a minute, right? So I shouldn't get
Oh.
any more bradycardia type stuff. And the first night it was like a flat line. While I was asleep, it was just like a flat line off my Fitbit. Just
Oh, no.
almost 60, 61 the whole way across. No,
Oh.
which is good. That's what it's supposed to be doing.
oh,
Wow.
okay.
So
Good.
So it stops my heart.
Yeah,
from
it keeps
dropping
it
below
consistent.
60.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
That's
So,
cool.
yeah.
good.
But it doesn't. But then
Yay.
the other issue is though, because of the ectopics, it doesn't always work because the ectopics can send it out of squiffiness. So it'll work some of the time, not all of the time though. So there you go. That's
I
me
hope it
done.
works when
Let's-
you need it.
Well,
yeah,
Thank you for that
absolutely.
health update.
health. Well,
Hopefully, I don't get shocked ever, but maybe who knows?
Well, I'm
Yes.
glad it all went well, Stu. We were all thinking of you. We was texting at you, and
I know. I got
sent you
loads of
little-
messages.
Sending
So thanks
video.
to everybody who did that.
I sent you some
Yes.
dick pics just to cheer you up a little bit.
You did.
Uh,
You did.
Why don't
Do you
send
know?
me
I
some dick
didn't
pics?
have.
They're not my
I
dick.
didn't have my
It's
glasses.
just random
I
dicks.
didn't have my
There.
glasses, so it was
Dick.
hard to see.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I just
Again, it's not my dicks. It was just other
Long
people's dicks.
mushroom picture. I don't know.
I
why you
collected
sent
them
this
for you.
Anyway, talking of better things, that was the party.
So the
What was your
party was good fun. Yeah. So for people that don't know, I had a family party, and yesterday
To celebrate.
my 40th birthday, which is
Yay.
on Wednesday.
Day
So
coming up.
I'm not 40 yet. Yes, and a few people come over, and I'm, I always think, am I a knob? Do people do people like me? Do you know what I mean? You know that when people say, I don't care what people think, I think that's bollocks.
bullshit.
Because
Of course, everybody cares.
if you actually didn't care, you wouldn't wear clothes. Like, you just wouldn't,
That's-
like,
well,
whatever.
I mean, it's possible that they like having the pockets, or
The
I
pockets
mean, there's
are
other
useful,
reasons people.
but I'd be
wear
like,
clothes.
well, I'm just gonna just shit here. I'm just gonna shit
Yeah,
here.
exactly. That
Right,
Would, that would,
you know.
you know,
So you
lots
do,
of things people would do if they really didn't
yeah.
care.
So I'm like, oh no, I do care what people think of me. And then all these people turn up to my party, and I'm like, I think I must
Aw.
be okay. I must be. I
You
must
like
be.
me.
I must be
You
an
really
okay
like
guy.
me.
You know what I mean? Like that's
Well,
what
I
I
mean,
thought.
They want you to come to their parties, so it's a really
No,
transactional.
I think what it really was like the food was banging.
There you
Absolutely
go.
Yeah,
banging.
I'm sad I missed the
Yummy,
pizzas. I
yummy.
must admit.
Yeah, because we had caterers in, and we had stone baked pizzas.
Ooh.
They did fries. They did tikka chicken,
Oh, nice.
and they did waffle sticks, which were very very nice with different toppings. And everybody was raving about the food. They were like, "Oh my god, this!"
And
food
this
is
was
fantastic."
audio. We actually have audio of people eating at Chinny's parties. So there you go.
That was Bongo. So Bongo came to my party. Bongo
Yeah, he
came to my
did.
party.
Yay,
Um,
Bongo!
It was so funny, and Bongo's one of those people that I could sort of just like, I can sort of drop him in my family, and he's fine. Do you know what I mean? Like he's fine. Like I haven't got to worry about him. You know, Stu's the same. I can just drop him in, right?
Yeah, no
Doesn't
problem.
really matter like who he's talking to. I'm not looking over going, oh my god, why are they talking? You know, it's fine. Like and everybody loved him. Everybody loved Robin.
Who doesn't love Bongo? Who doesn't
Yeah,
love
who
Robin?
doesn't
You know
love
what I'm saying?
And Bongo actually
reaction.
brought me some merch. He brought me a bunch of merch from his Bongo racing, so I'm wearing it.
Oh God!
I'm
So he's
wearing-
advertising at the same time. Is that what we're saying?
Look, there you go. There's my merch. So that's what I'm wearing.
Yeah.
He's got me a mug and everything. So yeah, he brought that over. He has left an AirPod. That's something that he did.
Wow.
Oh, tell it.
and-
Stick in an envelope, send it back to him.
yeah, that's
Be
what I'm
fine.
gonna do. That's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna chuck a Veteran Gamers hoodie in there, so he gets some of our merch. But eventually, when I be bothered to do it. But so he stopped over. My friend Damo, who you've met, Stu.
I've met Damo.
So
I like Damo.
It is
too.
gaming related. I met Damo on a random lobby in Halo 3 in 2007, and
Nice.
that man has been at my wedding. He's been on my stag do. I've met him multiple times. So yeah, and then I got my neighbours who are very sort of, they're lovely, but very academic. One's like a French literature lecturer.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Jesus.
Oh,
Christ.
French literature.
Yeah,
I
and-
declare.
And she asks me like, "Oh, so how do you know Robin?" And I'm like, "Well, it's a funny one. It's a tricky situation." And I just told the whole thing, and they were like, "Okay, whatever."
And did you go? And do you know the last time I saw him, he was running around the
Yeah.
house naked.
That wasn't the last time I saw him. though. That wasn't.
Was
the
it?
last,
No,
no,
no, you've seen him.
I've
Since,
seen him
haven't
a
you?
few
You've been to
times actually.
Ireland.
I've seen him
Yeah,
3
yeah.
times. I've seen him
Since
twice.
the naked house
Twice at his
party.
house. Me and Tara went over. Then I went over again for work, and also don't forget Vegas. So.
Don't forget Vegas,
Don't
baby.
forget. And even Greg rang, like old Bongo rang Greg, and then the party was a bit stressful because for me, everybody else enjoyed it, but for me, I was like getting pulled pillar to post. People were giving me stuff. Somebody gave me a card, and I put it on top of the fridge. And then about 3 hours later, I found the card on the fridge, and I was holding it. And the woman that gave me the card saying, "Why are you still holding my card that I gave you 3 hours?" And I was like, "I don't know. I have no idea." I was like, "Well, keep it safe because the
Expect me to know.
yeah." So
There's a crisp £5 note
yeah,
in there.
there's a couple of sellotaped pound coins in there for you. No, so it was great. Yeah, my friend Damo came up from London and then drove back the same night. There's a puddle that sometimes forms when it's raining outside my house at the front. Bongo jumped in it,
Of course he did.
Yeah, because he did. And the mix went down well, Stu. So your mix.
Oh, did it? Did
Yeah,
it go all right?
Yeah. So I sent you a video.
Did you
of,
play? Can I ask a question? Did you play all of it though, or did it get turned off at some point?
Nobody touched anything, right?
They
I,
did
I,
it twice.
So what happened when all the drum and bass came?
everybody's
Oh,
fine.
was that all right?
Everybody's dancing, Stu. Everybody's like, this is Tara's family
People
now.
have heard drum and bass.
Like
Yeah.
Tara's family is like, turn the fucking thing up. Like turn it up.
Really?
I got several complaints saying it's not loud enough.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like my mother-in-law says, "Can
And
you
what
turn
did you
it?"
say?
I
when
said,
they
"Can I turn it up?"
complained?
I was like, "I don't want to turn it up in the kitchen because the speaker's right next to my dad, and my dad's 81 and he can't hear very well. So like, I'm gonna keep it reasonable."
You don't
And
want to accelerate his hearing damage.
Bongo was absolutely wrecked. My dad was absolutely wrecked.
Oh,
my,
bet he was.
My mother-in-law was absolutely wrecked. Tara had
And we
quite a
have
few drinks.
audio of Bongo when he's wrecked. Here we go. He gets very hungry when he's
Okay.
wrecked. so.
Simeon
I think
was,
you've got a
Simeon
better
was
one
wrecked.
than that, by the way.
Yeah, no. I
You're
think-
right. Here, I got the better one. This is it.
Yeah, that's not it.
That's the one.
Yeah,
God.
so it was a good time.
Simeon's message, by the way, was hilarious.
Oh yeah, I videoed
Yeah,
Simeon.
great,
I said because he was talking about the music, and I was like, let me film you, and he said, let me play it. I'll play the video. So,
Here, I'll play the audio. Because the audio is good too. Here we go. Everybody listening?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Oh wait, it's not. Fuck. I have to save it as this and then play it. in
Okay, you
here.
fucked
Oh,
up.
Jesus.
You fucked up. Right, I'm playing this video.
Yeah, that's fucking unprofessional.
Okay. Oh.
Everybody, calm the fuck down. Jesus Christ.
There's no words. There's no words. She can't make it, so tell me what you think. There's no words. There's no words. The only thing that could get into music is if you were here in my arms right now.
There you go.
There you go.
Cut the camera. Cut the camera.
Yeah. So.
Dude. That was weird. We played it at exactly the same time too.
Oh, you did. Oh,
I
you
thought
did.
there was a
I
weird
know.
echo.
Yeah, I
That's
wonder what was
what
going
it
on.
was.
Right.
Because I
Well,
got
that's
it playing
fucking
on
weird
the
echo.
I forgot that you had it.
audio flow through at the same moment that Chinny was like, "You fucked up! I can't wait 3 seconds."
No,
Even
that's
though we
true.
waited 15 minutes for his punk ass to show up at the start of the show.
Yeah, it's true.
But happy birthday, Chinny!
Well, yeah.
Yeah, happy birthday. I'm
yeah.
glad it all went
Take
well.
off my
all,
shades.
all this excitement about my party, and by the way, about your mix, I wanted to say about your mix. We played it twice.
Fuck off, it's 8 hours long.
The party was
That'd
from
be 8
like
hours.
2 till we didn't stop till like midnight.
Jesus
So, yeah.
Christ, man.
I
There
think
ain't
we,
no party like a
you know what,
Michael
Stu?
Chin
I probably
party is
like
an
I
extended affair that goes for quite some time.
because I right clicked it and pressed loop and I left it and we never changed
Yeah,
it.
just carried on.
Yeah, so
No, that's fine.
it probably played 3
Mind
times.
you, I put a lot of stuff on there. I mean, there was a
Yeah.
lot of stuff on
And
it.
also, Stu, you'll be pleased to know that when we woke up
Go
this
on.
morning, we put it on again.
Did you? Fucking hell.
We put it
Well,
on.
I'm chuffed. I'm really happy.
Yeah,
Oh, by the way, how did it go down at the impromptu wedding then? Have you got any feedback on that?
Yes, I do have feedback on that. So my colleague Ollie, who was also at my party, he recognised the mix. He was like, "Oh yeah, the mix. Yeah, I've heard all this before." And he said he played it at his party because, long story short, his sister got married. It was a surprise, and they've announced it to their friends, so they had a party at their sort of house. And he said, Ollie said to me at work, at one point, the speaker was next to a 91-year-old lady, and it was pure drum
Right.
and bass coming out of it, and he thought,
Oh,
that's,
yeah.
that's funny.
Because it was.
And she
I didn't do a lot of drum. I did about 40 minutes
And
of
she-
drum and bass,
she-
though,
she
I
was-
did a good amount.
and she was happy. That lady, she was just none the
This
wiser. just-
music these kids have today is beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah. So
I had it on at home today, and Kay was like, "What the fuck is that?" You know, when it got to the drum and bass bit.
no.
It was okay with the other stuff, but she's not. She's
I think
not
I think
drum
you
and bass.
underestimate. Like, I mean, you know Tara's mum. You've met like Tara's family.
I know,
like, so,
I know.
Like, honestly, Stu,
But he
like,
also has this vision in his head of what other people are like.
Yeah.
They won't
I
appreciate.
mean, for the
good
most part, everybody's
Well-
getting drunk, so no one's like paying attention
Yeah,
too
but
much.
it's
But
not
now and
as-
again, the odd song
it's-
would come on, and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, you know."
It's not as easy though when you can't see how people are reacting. You've got to just guess. haven't you? It's all guesswork.
Is that how it works when you don't know how people are taking in the thing that you're putting out? That must be really frustrating. Imagine if you were in a room with 30 such people every day for
I know.
hours
Well, at
and
least-
just having to guess at what it's like.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
no.
you can see reactions, can't
Because
you?
they
When you're
don't
in a
react.
room with people.
I can see their fucking head in their arms. I can see
Yeah.
them staring at their phones. Those are the 2 reactions you ever get. Anyway, I know how you feel. It is nice to get that feedback. It is. Yeah.
So yeah, good party. Everything was good, and we played the tunes again in the morning because Tara's family's always happy when there's music going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So once everybody sort of woke up, we started playing the music again, and
Yeah.
everybody was
There's
fine.
good music.
Yeah.
Which is
It did rain a lot, by the way, and I bought.
I know. I saw the forecast. But you won't be in the garden with
We
your big,
were in the garden
speakers.
because I did
Right.
an emergency purchase of 2 gazebos.
Oh,
And,
nice.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, so and it turned out those gazebos were very, very good purchase because everybody was under them, and everybody was fine. No one really cared. Like all the kids took their socks off and just jumped on the bouncy castle and just went nuts.
Nice.
Oh, you see, Millie will be
Awesome.
very disappointed she didn't come. Now she knows
Well,
there was a
Stu,
bouncy castle.
I don't think I've told you this, but you are invited to another party
Oh, jeez. Where's this
Damn,
one?
parties
Well,
don't stop.
because you can't.
Hopefully a month or so down the line.
Well, because you couldn't make
It's
this
tomorrow.
one, you are formally invited to Rosa's birthday party if you want to come to it. Now, I can't promise that everybody's going to get as drunk as they did at my party,
Especially
No.
the kids.
No.
especially the kids. But Tara said, "Well, why don't we invite Stu to that party?
Oh.
At least he can come and meet,
Oh,
and like Kay and Millie can come, and you can.
So
do
when
that.
is this? When is this?
That's
What's
the
the date?
6th of October. But the date
is
is the
that?
4th of October, I think, the
I
actual
should
party.
be all right, hopefully, by then.
Yeah.
That's nearly 5 weeks down the line. So
Again,
yeah,
we'll
I
just
should
wait
be
for the
fine.
next party, Stu. So, you know what I mean? There's plenty of them
Yeah,
coming.
Be fine.
It'll be Tara's
fine.
next in March, so there'll be one of them that you'll come to. So, yes. Yep. All good. So, anyway, that's enough about me. I'm fucking old. I'm 40 next week.
Yeah, you are.
There you are.
The
I don't-
party went well.
You're
the
old.
music went
all this
well.
planning about my
I'm
birthday party.
bionic.
Yeah, you're bionic. I'm old. All this planning about my birthday party. I actually forgot about my birthday day, right? So
Oh.
I said to Tara, I was like, "Are you off?" And she was like, "No." So I was like, "I'm off." So I'm just on my own.
So you're having a celebratory birthday on your own?
So no, I'm gonna have a lie-in. So that's
Yeah.
nice. I'm gonna have lunch with my mum and dad and my brother, and
Sweet.
Oh, nice.
and then I'm gonna play video games.
Yeah.
And then when Rosa and Tara come back, I'll go out for another meal and, open my
Nice.
presents and go out.
That's kind of what I did today.
Yeah.
I recommend.
You
not
know,
having
the
kids.
Is it your
I
birthday?
didn't.
No. It's just
No.
when you got it like me, every day's your birthday, baby.
Oh, right, okay.
I didn't
That's a
mention
treat
earlier
for me.
what's the worst and the best thing about having the operation.
Oh, go on.
Apart from the fact it might save my life, that's a good thing.
Whatever.
But
That's pretty good.
Is that the worst?
this is it's actually the thing I'm going to tell you is the best and the worst thing at the same time.
Right.
Go ahead.
Right.
Okay, which is Kay has to shower me
Oh.
Oh.
because I know. Because I can
Yeah.
only use one arm. I can't use both arms, and I can't
Yes.
put my arm above my head. So Kay's got to hose me down, if you will, and I'm sort of screwed at the same time, which is
Tell us
a
more.
little bit weird.
So is this in the bathtub then, or is it like outside?
Yeah.
where it's
So
cool?
no, it's not
So you're in the
outside.
shower?
Fucking hell, I'm
Okay.
civilized.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
So she just holds the handheld shower while I'm stood in the bathroom,
Alright.
and then I have to kneel over it while she washes my hair.
Oh. Yeah. Right. And then
But it's weird. And then that's it. That's about it. Really.
That's about it.
that's it.
Okay.
Ah,
we do.
thought we were getting a
Just
juicy
soaks-
story here.
Stu, I'm glad you're okay and all that.
Soaps me up.
I'm glad you're okay
No,
and all
more
that bollocks.
details.
But
what
I,
about going to the bathroom?
I've got something I want to say, and it's about Duke, right? And
All right, okay.
I hope he doesn't get offended, right?
Oh God.
Because Duke
I'm
isn't
not gonna
one.
get offended. Go ahead, just say it.
Duke isn't one to show his emotions. He's not like
No,
that.
he doesn't get angry. He'll be
Right.
fine.
For some reason, he looks like he's wearing lipstick today.
Yes, he does. You know, it's funny. you said
Now,
that his
now,
lips
now,
are
how long did it
particularly
take
red.
for you to catch
No,
that?
I caught that immediately. Immediately.
Now you've mentioned it. The instant
It's a
you mentioned it, he
filter.
does-
It's a
his lips are very
filter.
red.
It's
Another
a
filter on Zoom. I was just goofing
It's a bit
around
more
because
subtle.
it took so long for the show
I-
to start. I was just
I-
futzing around with
I
the
clocked
filter.
it straight away. I was like, okay.
It's a bit more subtle than the glasses, though, isn't it?
It
I
was
see
more
what you're
subtle than the
saying.
glasses. Yes.
Yeah.
It's true. I have taken it off. There is
spotted.
more lipstick filter on my shit.
No, I'll put it back on. It's fine.
I think
all
you
right.
look a bit sexy.
Clearly, you have a
without-
problem with men establishing their predilection for makeup. You had to
No,
make a
I'm fine
joke
with it.
about it.
No, I didn't
I
make a
was
joke.
like, you know what? This doesn't
It
look
wasn't a
bad. And
joke.
I was like, what
It
if I
wasn't
wore
a
makeup?
joke.
What if I
Yeah.
wore lipstick?
Yeah. Yeah.
What about a bit
Speaking of
blusher?
school,
You know what I mean?
it
Eyeshadow.
is time for school to start Tuesday. It's happening, people.
Woo! Bet you're
All
excited.
right. I am actually. I'm always eager to get away from school at the beginning of the summer and eager to go back at the end of the summer. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna be a good
It's
school
like
year.
it's like the snooker
Ready.
season for me. Like it ends at the exact same time as no, it ends. The snooker season starts at April. I'm excited to leave it. I'm like, oh, thank God, I don't have to play snooker. And then
Yeah.
September it always starts again. I'm like, oh yeah, fancy snooker.
Right, let's do this. Start it up and let's start over.
Mm.
All right, so that's
Right.
our story time. We done? We
Yeah,
ready to
games.
move on to video games?
Games,
Yeah.
baby.
Let's do
Where are you
it.
going? Story time's over.
What have you been playing?
There it is. There it is.
There it is.
There it is.
That was
That's
the one.
the one.
There's the
That
one.
actually
Bongo, we
was
love you.
Chinny's party. That was his party.
That was
right
Chinny's party back in the day.
Basically.
Yeah.
Basically.
there. Right there.
All right, who's going first?
Go on, Duke. You can go first. You've got a lot.
I'm gonna go first because I've played a lot of games. It's real hard. Yeah, Rocket League with Antonio. Mwah, love you, buddy. No Man's Sky had another update. They just keep blasting these out, man.
Stop
I'm
it.
just
Yeah, this
like,
is.
Stop it.
I saw this. This is the where you can have
Are you mad?
crew a ship, isn't it? You can have crew a
yes,
ship with.
and
more
it's like
people.
your ship is now your base. So I'm just
Right.
like, okay, can you still fight pirates in this thing, or is it too big for that? Or do you have like, I don't know how it works, but I haven't had enough time to. Well, okay, here's the thing: it's not that I didn't have enough time to play it; it's that I had enough time to play the first 3 hours of the game. And I don't know if you all know this, but I don't know how much you played it. The first 3 hours, really, you don't do a whole lot. I mean, you do a lot, but you don't get very far in the game after just 3 hours, right?
No, you just fix your ship up, don't you?
You fix your ship, and then you figure out what's what, and you figure out how to scan things, and you figure out how to do all the basics. So I'm just now getting to the part where it's like, okay, buy. So it's called they're called Corvettes, and you have to buy the components, and then you can assemble them and whatever. Now, keep in mind, there's already a component in the game where you can build your own starfighter. So building ships is not
okay.
actually new. What's new is that you can build a ship that is also your base. This is in addition to the freighter, which you've had, and you can land your ship inside of and make a base in the freighter. It's like they're giving you so many options on how you want to create your ships. It feels like they just go in this loop. It's like, okay, let's make a new biome, and then let's make a new thing you can do to your character, and now let's make a new thing, a new tech, and now let's make a new enemy, and now let's go back to a new biome. And they just keep doing different things to make the game better. This is also, by the way, this is happening while they are building their next game, Light No Fire, about which I am very excited. Hello Games is doing great work here. Chinny, I assume you're putting it on the screen because people really would love to see the Corvette.
Yeah, they'd love to see the Corvette.
You did, I
thing.
think.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry, I was doing something. Yeah, you carry on. You did the
He was
thing.
just getting it lined up, dude. That's what he was doing.
He wasn't getting it lined up.
I wasn't.
He
He's
I
doing it
wasn't.
now.
was.
He wasn't. He just said he
He
was.
was getting it lined up.
Whatever. It's okay. So I've only now just got to the part where you had to buy these components and then you had to put them together, and they're like $1.5 million each. So I got some credits, but not as many as I should have by now because I've been doing a lot of work. And here's the thing that kind of bugs me is that for a while you could land on a planet. Some planets, when you scan them, it says like ancient bones, and you're like, okay, cool. If I land there, I can dig up some ancient bones and I can sell them, and they're mad expensive. So it's like, yeah, I found the planet. This is where I'm gonna make my base, so I can just drive around and get all the ancient bones on this planet. Now, some update they did once upon a time, when you dig up bones, it's like, oh, you can collect the bones and then display them as a full skeleton. And I'm like, motherfucker, I don't want to display no bones.
They've been watching
paid.
Animal Crossing. They have.
Something. I don't know what they've been watching,
Well,
but I
that's
know
what
they
you
haven't
do in
been watching,
Animal Crossing.
they haven't been watching the Duke Needs to Get Paid channel, which is
Why
it's a
can you
good
not
channel.
sell them anymore?
Well, you can, and maybe I just got one that wasn't super valuable, but in the past, it felt like they were about 150,000 a pop, and the one I sold was 70,000, which isn't anything to sneeze at. It's, especially for just one set of bones, but it just, I don't know. I hope they didn't completely change that, because my hope is that they only made it this extra thing you can do with bones, but that the bones themselves are worth as much as they always have been, but I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, the point is, I haven't actually built a Corvette place for me to live, but it looks a lot like the shipbuilding in Starbound. So, I mean, or Starfield, that's the one. Starbound's a very different game.
Yeah,
But
I
all
was
these
gonna say,
games
I
have
don't
very
think the
similar
shipbuilding
titles.
is Starbound.
Well, there is, but it's not very advanced. Anyway, Starfield does have pretty advanced shipbuilding, and this is a lot like it. So, I don't know, maybe they just looked at Starfield and said, let's do that too, dude. Yeah, why not?
Whoa,
John, get to
whoa,
work.
whoa, whoa, whoa! Who in
Whoa,
their
whoa,
right
whoa.
mind would copy anything off Starfield? Who?
Hey, that's a good game, man. You can hate all you want, but
Who?
some of us are
Ginny,
going to shake.
back me up here. Back me up here. Who's copying off Starfield?
It's rough. I don't like to defend
Yeah.
Stu, but here I am.
There you go.
Whatever. Y'all can both be wrong. Haters going to hate. By the way, in the year 817, Pope Stephen IV died after a 7-month
Oh.
reign. It's a pretty short reign.
Well,
So
I'm
that's
glad you
No
stopped
Man's
the show
Sky
for that,
for you.
to be fair.
I know, yeah. I'm glad you.
We
gave
stopped
us
the
that
show in order for
tidbit
y'all to
of
hate on
information.
Starfield, and then I was like, all right, what am I going to say next? I'm just going to say something unrelated to let it go.
Okay, to let it go. I
Yeah.
see.
So No Man's Sky, the beauty thing about this game, like a lot of other survival games, is that I never get tired of starting over. So, even though I haven't gotten to the new content yet, I'm having a good time with it. And there was another update that happened maybe a year ago that I never got around to playing, where they expanded the settlements. And it used to be very basic. When settlement calls for help, you go to the settlement. It's just people milling around, and like you just built some buildings, and that was kind of the end of it. And maybe shoot some what are the things called? The little robots that fly around, and sentinels. That's what they're called, sentinels. Anyway, they're not very dangerous. There's a couple of waves that happen, and you have to get built up. So whatever. The point is, they expanded that, and now it's a much more significant thing. I think it's like a sim thing, like a village, and all sorts of stuff you can manage and help them grow crops or whatever. So I'm curious to see that part of the game too. Every time you go back, it's like there's a new game.
It's crazy, isn't it? That is crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Do you know? I think out of any developer that's ever made a game, I feel like they have more than acquitted themselves of all the issues that it came with at the beginning, and
absolutely
probably put more effort in than probably any other developer ever has on any game.
Oh hell yeah! This is the gold standard of two things. One, redeem yourself when you fuck up at launch, and two, give people value for money, even though they're not still giving you money now. I love it.
Yeah. Even the amount of free content they've added is just ridiculous.
It is. It's wonderful.
It is.
I love it.
It is.
Good job,
massive
Hello
props
Games.
to Hello Games.
Yep.
Yep. I'll go next.
Yeah.
I'll go next because I decided I wanted, I've been had a stressful operation, come home, and you just want to play a cozy game, don't you? Something that you don't have to
something
think about too much, something
take your mind
relaxing.
off of blood and guts.
Yeah, something that doesn't remind you of like
fluffy.
cutting things open.
Something fluffy,
involves stuffed animals,
nice
a garden,
and chill.
Yeah.
So that game will be Crime Scene Cleaner.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because why not? Why not? I've got to say, right, I played the first scene, as it were, where you have to go and clean up, and I was impressed. Right, and I haven't played
this before, did you?
Yeah. I played all the first sort of level where you go and sort of clean up an accidental murder, if you will, and then it turns into something else, which was cool.
Yeah,
and then you get roped into it because So basically, the backstory is your daughter's in hospital. You need money to pay for an operation. So there is like a moral reason for doing what you're doing, I guess. Then you get mixed up with the mob, which is probably not the best thing to happen.
Right out of the John Grisham book.
Indeed. And then the second seed, I've got to say, I really enjoyed it. Yeah. I've not quite finished it. I must admit, it was for the second thing you have to clean, it was massive.
He's got a taste for blood now.
Yeah. So you have to clean a whole health spa, right?
Oh my goodness. 5
bodies to move, all killed in different locations. So there's fucking blood everywhere. You've got to get rid of all the evidence, obviously all the evidence. And it's just really cool. I have got a couple of very minor gripes. Very minor gripes. So you have to go and fill your bucket up, obviously, to keep rinsing out your sponges or your mop or whatever it is that you're using.
Yeah.
And if you over blood your mop and don't clean it soon enough, when you go and rinse it out in the bucket, if you just don't get it in the right place, you put it on the walls instead.
Oh.
So you end up adding blood
on the walls, man.
Yeah, to where you've got
rookie error.
I know. Yeah. I know. But
this ain't a game for amateurs. This is for professionals. You gotta keep that water
What's
crisp.
happened a couple of times is, though, I've done that. Obviously, I was at that point 100% clean in that area. And then I've managed to get blood on. Then I've cleaned it all, and it's like 99%. And I cannot find for the life of me where the other little bit of blood is that I've missed. And I've cleaned it all.
I assume there's a thing you push, it glows.
Yeah,
but it's still
no, you have to use a UV light. So you get a UV light, and that obviously shows up where all the blood is.
So there is a thing that makes the blood glow.
Yeah. But it's not just a button press. You have to get a UV light out to see it.
How do you activate
but
the
I can't. You just turn it on. So you just get it out, turn it on. But I couldn't see it. So even once I'd done that, there was no sign of any blood being there. And I'm like, well, and then I power washed the whole area, thinking, well, that'll get it, because obviously the power wash will catch it wherever it is. And it still didn't. It's still at 99%. So I'm going to come back to it tomorrow and have another go, and hopefully get rid of that.
Can you not say like that's good enough?
fucking blood? No. It's got to be clean. I've got to get all the evidence.
You think that's good for the coppers, Duke? Like,
They probably won't
Yeah.
get this. They won't see this. It's just
Get
a
that
tiny
fucking
little
luminol
smidge.
out. We're fucked.
so the
See, but the game should round it up, man. At a certain point, you're like, you know what? Let's
so
just
in
move
in
on.
in the
Why is
court
this-
in the court
It's not a courtroom.
the
it's a video
defense
game.
the defense says, well, we found DNA of blood and everything. It's like, yeah, but it's good enough. We cleaned
it's
it
good
good.
enough.
it's
You only,
fine.
how much did you get though? You only got a tiny little bit, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah. Well, that's not
also-
proof.
The better you clean it, the more you get paid for the job. So you get more money.
Yeah,
It's
but
easy to level
99% to
up more.
1%. I mean, 100%. That's not a big difference.
I know, but no.
Quid.
But the fact it was 100%, that's what's irking
And
me.
then
You
you
know, the
fucked
fact
it
that
up.
I had
I
it.
got you. Yeah,
I
okay.
had it at 100%, and now it isn't.
Well, it's a
Um,
very painful lesson that you've learned about the importance
It
of being
is.
careful.
It is. But I'm going to get it tomorrow. I'm going to fucking clean that thing until I
Alright,
find
well,
that fucking bit of
I
blood.
wish you the best of luck.
But in this level, you've got to empty. There's like a swimming pool which you've got to empty and clean.
Yeah.
Then you've got to fill it back up again before you go.
The
There's like a
it with
solarium.
blood.
There's like a sauna. I mean, it's a fucking shit show. Absolute shit show.
Agnes and
Um,
Jon are going into the sauna.
Yeah. And what's really funny is the guy who Big Jim is called, the mob boss.
Big
who
Jim
hired you to
Slade.
clean it. Big Jim. He's on a walkie-talkie, talking in your ear all the time as you're doing it,
Yeah.
saying,
Is he
yeah,
like
make
CJ
sure
on
you
Brooklyn
fucking do a
Nine-Nine?
good job.
All right, muchachos,
And then-
let's go get these muchachos.
When I first got in the level, he's talking to me, right? And I thought, I must have an earpiece in it. And then he's like, pick up the fucking handset. And I turn around and the walkie-talkie's on the side behind me. And I'm like, all right, sorry. Sorry. It's so good. The
Sorry,
attention to
my
detail
brain
is
hurts. Yeah.
just great. I love it. I mean, it's just really well done. And it's kind of satisfying, you know,
yeah.
just cleaning all this blood up everywhere. You know what I mean? It's
Making sure nobody
you know,
catches the
getting rid of
murderer.
having picking up all the rubbish, putting everything back where it should be. You know, like nobody's going to question where the owner and 4 people have disappeared to in the.
Well,
sauna,
they'll
but, you
question
know,
it, but they
other
won't
than
immediately
that,
find your employer, though.
They won't, because I'll have done a pristine job for him.
Well, 99% of a pristine job, yeah.
Well, it'll be fine. I will fucking sort it tomorrow.
You
But yeah, I'm
sort
loving it. I'm loving it. I think it's such a great. I guess it is a cozy game, kind of.
Kind of.
In
It's
a
so
weird
hard to
sort
know
of
how we
way.
would find that word anyway. So, you know, if you like it, if it's not stressful, I think that's the main difference for me about cozy is that, you know, there's farming games that, I mean, Farming Simulator 25, it's kind of cozy, but it's also kind of stressful. I
Yeah.
think lack of stress is really the key thing for a cozy.
Oh no!
game.
I mean, there is no. The great thing about Crime Scene Cleaner, there's no timer.
Yes.
You know,
that's
there's
good.
no time limit. You can just take as long as you like. You can make sure everything's where it's supposed to be before you go. There's no cops going. It's not like cops are showing up in 15 minutes if you don't get finished or whatever.
Yeah.
And I quite like that they just let you go in at your own pace, and it's all
Yeah,
good.
Totally.
So yeah, I totally recommend it. I love it.
Cool.
Lovely.
Ginny, over to you, buddy.
Yes, I finished Mafia the Old Country.
Oh my
hell, you
god,
took
that was
the-
fast.
Yeah, I finished it.
I mean, I've played some more of it, so I guess we can talk a little bit about it together. But I'm gonna. Well, obviously, I'm nowhere near where you are.
no.
Let's play. Guess the game that Chinny's played and finished this week.
Because
Except
I
we didn't.
finished it, Stu.
Yeah, I know you.
Because I'm a
you-
better gamer than you. Is what it was.
Oh, you're gonna
I
take
feel
that?
like I have got an excuse, but you know.
Fuck you, I'm not coming to Rosa's game.
Well, before we start, let me
Party,
just tell you
whatever.
about this week's experience with the Mafia Old Country.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah,
because-
yeah.
Because I got home and I thought I don't really want to be sat in my office chair playing Mafia because it's on the
Oh,
PC.
yeah.
I'm just going to stream it to Steam Deck because obviously it won't run on
Yeah,
Steam
yeah.
Deck
No.
natively. So I'm like, I'll just stream it from my laptop because, like, you know, it's on the Wi-Fi now. It's got 350 meg, you know, internet, 350 meg internet on the Steam Deck. It'll be fucking fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be good. No, it was an absolute fucking nightmare. It was slowing down. It was jittering all over the place.
Dear.
And I'm just like, what the fuck? So I ended up having to sit in the office chair anyway because I just could not get it to stream. And I don't know, there's something weird going on with the Steam Deck at the moment. I don't know whether it's my Wi-Fi or the deck or something. Because when I download a game, it'll start off at like 280, 300, 300 and whatever and then it just slows right down to like, I don't know, 60 or 50 or 40. It's just really
What do you
weird.
think
Like
is
it
it your
gets,
Wi-Fi? Is it the deck itself, or?
I don't know. It's like it gets throttled
Mm.
for some reason. It's very odd. So I don't know. But yeah, I'll have a look on the internet, see if there's something about it. But yeah, it
The
is a bit weird.
internet.
Yeah, that internet.
Wow.
But that being said, I've done the obligatory race where someone's obviously can't do it because either
yeah.
they've been poisoned
Yeah,
or
that's right.
they were too drunk or they're hungover or whatever reason. There's always a reason. I wasn't that impressed with the horse race, if I'm being totally honest.
fill in. Can anybody
Yeah.
ride a fucking horse? Well, it happens.
Anyone-
Yeah.
It
that kind of
just
thing.
so happened. And earlier on, you'd said, "Oh, I've ridden the horses."
I
and
love
all this stuff,
riding
so-
horses.
I love riding horses.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was all right. I wasn't blown away. It didn't blow my cock off.
No,
It was just all right.
no.
Again
It
with
was
the
just
whole
all right.
cock blowing off thing.
I know.
Well,
I
that's the review scale.
It didn't. All right, I've got. A
I'll
new
take
one.
being optimistic as an American if it
It
trumps
didn't-
be having my cock blown off.
See,
as a
there you're
Brit.
going on about Trump. You just can't help it. Yeah, go on, Stu.
Yeah, exactly.
It didn't set my ICD off. You know
No.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
didn't get me that excited.
Yeah.
But it was
okay.
just okay.
All right.
And I liked a lot of the other stuff though. The story beats are kind of cool. Question though, right?
Yeah.
So the mafia boss's daughter
Yeah.
is
Isabella.
kind of doing.
Isabella.
Is doing a bit of flirting.
Yeah.
Right, she's doing a bit of flirting with you.
And as we
Ooh,
know,
yeah.
She bathing you?
when the Don's daughter is interested in you, that's gonna go
That's a
fine.
great thing. It's only going to be
That-
great.
Gonna be
nothing
Gonna be
bad is gonna
good.
happen
I
there.
mean, you get connected up to the guy who's in
Yeah,
charge of everything.
Yeah.
But-
What's not to love?
But here's the problem. I have seen her 3 times in the game now at
Mhm.
different times. So
Mhm.
it's like different days.
I know what you're gonna say.
I-
Here. I know what you're gonna say.
I think she only has one outfit.
She
Because
only
it's
has-
the only
it's-
fucking clothes
It's,
I've
yeah,
ever seen her
She
in.
has that fucking green dress.
Green dress and a white shawl thing over it.
She doesn't wear anything else. It's hard
Why?
times, Stu. It's hard times, you know.
I mean, come on, right? I get that you don't want to spend a lot of time on shit, but fuck me.
Yeah.
At least make the characters dress differently on
She's
different
wearing
fucking
something
d-
different when
She's
you
a
first
fucking-
when you first meet her. She's
I don't
wearing
know
some-
what she is.
She
Oh
is,
yeah,
yeah,
she's
she
like
is.
in a stable outfit.
Yeah,
Yeah, she is. She's in stable. But other than that, right? It's like she's a fucking mafia boss's daughter who presumably, and correct me if I'm wrong, has a lot of cash.
Yeah,
going
I imagine
about.
they're pretty because it's wine.
She'll
isn't
have
it?
a fucking wardrobe of shit.
They run a winery.
at
is
least
the gist of it.
Fucking 3, at least give us 3 or at least 4 outfits or something, but the same one every time you see her.
She does wear a
at
few
every
more
single
later on,
party.
but yeah, she wears that green dress. She gets a good use in it. But you know what she likes,
Bloody
Stu?
does.
She likes value for money, and she's getting it with that
bloody
dress.
does.
She's getting it with that dress.
She
Um,
is.
Yes.
But that, I mean, all joking aside, that is a little minor gripe, but it is a bit
Yeah.
weird. It's like, fucking hell, could your artist not have drawn a different dress for her at some
yeah.
point?
There are some other outfits that
Uh,
she wears. Yeah.
I do agree with you. There's a lot of busy work. There's a lot of carry this here, carry this there, go and pick this up for me, whatever, which is fine.
Yeah.
But I'm more interested in like the sort of story stuff, you know, sending you on missions to do dodgy shit for him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm hoping that comes as I get further into the game, you know, rather than just all this busy work.
Well, so I've finished the game.
Yeah.
There's 14 chapters total. I will say that the back half of this game is way better.
Yeah, so running to the end.
Yeah, picks up a lot more. Each chapter has, you know, the first 4 or 5 chapters it's slow. It is slow. There's a lot of like, oh, you got to take part in this race and the
Yeah.
daughter and all this. But yeah, you
Don't
know,
collect this booze.
yeah.
Don't give
so-
it out to everyone.
when you sort of officially join the family, it gets a bit more intense. It ramps up and it basically turns into like a proper action game. And there's some great sequences as well. There's some good old, you know, rooftop chases and things like that, and a good character that you don't like. Do you know what I mean? Sparado.
Yeah.
The guy who ran the mines, Stu. You know.
Oh yeah.
Sparado. But what I wanted to say was, I think I mentioned this last week, was Don Torrisi, the Don that you mentioned, the father of that daughter that we talked about. Great voice. And
Now, Now, there's an interesting point to be made here.
I've got
and
an
I think
interesting
I'm
point
gonna,
as well. I've got two, and then my nipples, and they blew off.
I started playing in the English
Yeah.
voice acting originally, and then I thought, no, I want to go traditional, so I'm going to play in Sicilian with English subtitles. Let's do that.
Mm-hmm.
Molto
Voices
bene.
aren't as good. They're not as good.
No, I looked at it
And
on
the Don's
YouTube.
voice especially is not good.
I looked it on YouTube, and I was like, let me see what the Sicilian's like, and I was like, oh, that's awful. I'm going back to the English. The English
I'm
is
going
way
to,
better.
so on
Yeah.
the next time I play it, I'm going to switch it
Go
back to the English.
So Don
dialogue,
Torrisi,
which I didn't think I'd say.
I sort of nailed an impression of him, Don Torrisi, but it was a few
Go on
days
then, go
ago, so it's kind of like, Don Torrisi. Is it kind of like that, isn't it? He's like really.
It's quite breathy,
yeah,
isn't
and
it,
he's
when
like,
he talks? Deep and
Enzo,
breathy.
this family owes you a great debt. Like that. He speaks like, Enzo. All right, and then I worked out that it sounds cool, but if you just do it in a northern accent, you sound like Deirdre Barlow. And he goes, oh,
That's
Ken,
funny.
don't go,
It does.
don't, Enzo. You know, Rashid.
No, interestingly, Kay, when I was playing it the first time with the English dialogue on, Kay was in the kitchen doing something, and I'm like, oh, playing a Mafia game. And he came on and started talking. I'm like, how good a Mafia voice is that? So, like, yeah, that's pretty good, that. That just sounds like a Mafia boss.
He steals the show, that guy. That actor that plays the Don basically is probably one of the best characters in the game. I've got a few issues with some of the story beats.
Okay.
I think they make a mistake. I can't really talk about it because I don't want to spoil it for you, Stu. But I think they make a wrong decision, like straight up wrong decision. And if they'd have just done this instead of this,
yeah.
I'm talking about order. If they'd have ordered it this way, I think it would have been a better
It's not
end.
necessarily the actual story; it's just how it's been.
I don't. Yeah, there's one sort of thing in the story that I'm like, okay, all right, I can sort of. But as soon as somebody does something in a story that I think is like, I don't think they do that. You know what I mean? Like it's just not believable. It really takes me out of the whole thing. Like,
yeah,
I love it when I'm watching a film or a game or whatever, and the character that they're talking to asks the question that I'm thinking.
Now
Do you know what I
you're
mean?
thinking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm like,
no,
that's perfect. But yeah, there's one bit, and it's the very, very end, and I'm like, I wasn't quite clear why it happened. Right, I'm not so much bothered
it's like
about.
You missed a setup for something.
Yeah, and I'm like, why did that happen? And I don't think they were being purposely vague about why it happened. I think you were supposed to know, and I felt like I didn't know.
Yeah, like you maybe missed something along the way.
Yeah, it was a big moment, and maybe we can do a spoiler cast on it, Stu.
Yeah,
but,
see if I know if it's feel the same way.
But then the order, there's a thing where I'm like, if they'd have just put that first into this, I think it would have been a stronger way to finish this game.
See, this is the filmmaker in you, though, isn't it? That's the
maybe I think
looking at it more analytically.
I don't know if it's that. I think it's just I don't know. For me, it's like telling a story and ending on an impact, and I think that would have been a lot better. But
I've got to say, by the way, the scene setting I think is great.
Oh,
the locations.
Yeah,
it looks so authentic.
Yeah,
I'm really impressed with.
I wasn't that excited about playing a Mafia game in Sicily, to be honest. But no, by the end of this, I was like, no, this is great. Like, I really, really enjoyed this game. I really enjoyed the story, the characters, the build up at the end, the conclusion. Like I said, there's a few issues, but these are minor things, you know. The story's sort of what it is, and I loved it. I thought it was fantastic.
Good.
Fantastic.
Well, I'm looking forward to playing more of it. I'm gonna see if I can figure out the Wi-Fi on the Steam Deck. Then I don't have to keep sitting in the office chair while I'm recovering to play this game.
It's kind of like, you know, at the moment, The Alters is probably up there for my favourite game so far in the year.
Yeah. Can I just say, I don't think I'm going to play much of that in the next few weeks because it's far too stressful. I don't want to be playing those stressful games.
But you know, I don't know how I feel about it yet. I think you've got recency bias, haven't you? So you know, you have to sort of let it go a little bit and have a think. But I think this is going to be in the top 5 definitely. I really enjoyed it. I think the characters are great.
Avowed?
It's above Avowed, yeah. I liked Avowed. No, I liked Avowed.
I
think-
know. I
Yeah.
was just joking.
I
'cause
think,
could
but
tell.
as sort of time goes on, Avowed felt like such a chore and a slog.
Oh sure.
Um, and I was somebody that was like, I wasn't powering through it like I powered through. Like I couldn't wait to play.
Well,
the
it didn't
Mafia,
make you
know?
eager to play more. Yeah, and
No.
it didn't mean for some reason I'm forcing myself.
It just after a while, Avowed sort of just felt like I'm just doing the same shit. You know what I mean? I'm just constantly going over and over. And I don't know. I think I said this when I finished it. It's like I don't know why Skyrim is better, but it is. You know what I mean? Like even though you're doing the same shit in Skyrim, for some reason it's better, and I can't nail it.
Well, the lack of 20-minute dialogue cutscenes every time you talk to somebody is one of it.
That doesn't help. No, and yeah, I think it's kind of like, you know, it's imitating Skyrim. Therefore, it might be misremembering some things that we loved about it.
Well,
you know, or
but it's
overdoing
also
it.
Obsidian doing what it does, which is never the same thing. They didn't make New Vegas just like 3.
No, and you know that's fine. But anyway, yeah, I think I don't know where Avowed will be in my top 5,
That's
but
fine.
Mafia
Make a little joke.
No, Mafia the Old Country and the Altars are up there, and I'm going to struggle to know which one I'm going to put above the other. But yeah.
Stay tuned, people. In 6 months,
Out
we're
of
going to come back
interest,
to this.
4.
Out of interest, I would really like you to play Clair Obscura at some point.
It's on the
this
list,
year.
yeah. It's on the list. It's on the list.
Because I know you don't like JRPGs.
No.
But I genuinely think you'd enjoy it.
No, it's not. No, we played the
Most
demo.
loved games leader in Chinny
Yeah, we
tends
did.
to play.
Yeah, no, we played the demo, and I remember playing it and thinking, no, this is all right. Like this is why I try and keep an open mind. You know, this is why I play like The Witcher.
And I think
things like
what's really great about Clair Obscura is it's like a really great JRPG without any of the silliness.
Yeah, it's a JRPG that isn't made by a Japanese
that
developer,
takes
which
itself
is probably
seriously,
something
you know what I mean?
that would appeal to me. You know.
Yeah, and
no,
great story, great voice acting.
This is the year of me playing games that come out this year, right?
Yeah.
So if I don't play one of the biggest games of the year, which is Claire, but you know, I gotta do it. But also Gears of War have just re-released, so I don't know. You know, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So we'll.
By the way, for the next 6 weeks, you're not gonna hear me complain about, you know, I've got to go up at 5:30 tomorrow.
Yeah, that's
I'm
true.
off
That's
work
true.
for
Stay up
6
on
weeks,
as late as you want.
I stay up as late as I like. Who cares?
Yeah, suck it. Work. Eat an ass.
Look at work. I don't care. I'm not going.
Yeah, we got quite a few people in the chat, by the way. We got John Nezzy. We like John. I love John.
Yay.
We got Kyle. We got Soul Brother. We got C Hutch 94. Stephen Pembleton.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Nightlaw. Antonio.
Yes, I'll hit
Connor. Or Surly. He has 2 names. James Bevan.
Glad you're here
SLH.
joining us.
Thank you.
Yeah, and lovely comments in the chat asking how I'm getting on. And
Oh, is that
Yeah.
nice?
glad to see me. Glad I'm still.
They've all just jumped on the stream and gone, is Stu still alive?
Oh.
Yeah, okay, log off.
Let's watch for a bit in case something happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And doesn't Chinny look old now? You know.
Doesn't Chinny look old now? He's nearly 40.
Yeah, I get compliments. They're like, people are like, oh well, yeah. I'm like, oh, I'm nearly 40, and they're like, you look
Same.
all right. You look
Same,
all right.
Chinny, the
I got
same.
my
Although-
hairline. you know?
Yeah. I keep forgetting how old I am, though. I keep thinking I'm 52, and I'm actually 53 now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Jen
People go,
Kirkman
"How old
said
are you?" I'm like,
it's
"Oh,
not an
52."
insult to
I'm like,
her.
"Oh, no, I'm not."
People are. Jen Kirkman's like, you know what? I don't, don't tell me I look 20. I've been in my 20s. I don't need to go back to having 3 roommates and shitty towels.
Yeah.
I don't
Can I
mind,
say, by
dude.
the way-
I got some gray in the beard. I'm like, cool, bring it. I'm with that.
Gray's okay. Yeah, Gray's.
Talking about people who look good for their age.
Yeah.
We've started watching The Boys.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah, based on the
And
comic book series. It's a good series.
Elizabeth Shue looks great for her age because she's like late 50s, nearly. Well, she's 61 now, and I think she was about 56 when she filmed the first season of The Boys, and she looks great. I mean, she doesn't look old at all, and she doesn't look like she's had any work done even.
Angela
what I mean?
Bassett also looks great, and she's
She's
Angela
another one
Bassett
who looks great.
looks incredible.
I mean, I would say in terms of the work, like I don't know, I don't trust anything these days because it's not as though we can tell I mean, it's harder
Well,
and harder to
you
find out what's
can,
AI
but
online.
surgeons are getting better at it, aren't they? They're not as,
Well, that's what I'm
they're a bit more
saying.
subtle. They're a bit more
Well,
subtle.
of course,
Not
they're
as,
being more subtle. There's more makeup. There's more post effects processing. So
she
I don't
doesn't
know.
look,
It's not
she
to
doesn't
say
look like
that I
she's had any
think-
work done.
Well, sure, but whatever. Anyway, okay. So are y'all done with the Mafia, or anything else you wanted to say about that?
No, that's it. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
just that. Yeah.
Yeah. So back to you, Duke, because
Yeah.
I've talked about the Mafia with Chinny.
Yeah. There's a game I want to talk about after our Play My Game Bitch discussion.
All right.
So let me do one more, and then we'll talk about Play My Game, and then I'll do another one after.
Sure.
That.
Okay.
Quartet is, speaking of old school RPGs, not that Clair Obscura is old school, but it's in the JRPG style. Quartet is in the 8-bit RPG style from back in the day. It's a new game. I think it came out maybe a couple months ago, but it was on sale. I think it's either on sale or just came out on Steam. Yeah, and the demo is, I think, from a little ways through the game, so that's interesting to kind of drop you in the middle of the story, because it's just like, I have no idea really what's going on here, but whatever. You are the head of a squad that is going through the woods, and there's some magic that your commanders have given you in objects, and you go around fighting monsters, and then eventually you're fighting like the soldiers from the other side of the war or whatever it is. And so there's guns being fired, and also like wolves that are attacking you. It's proper old school in terms of the combat, turn-based. A lot of times it makes more sense to do skills fighting rather than just attack.
And the visuals are old school as well.
The visuals are very old school. It's all
Very
8-bit.
old
It
school.
could have well been made by one or two people. You, at a certain point, you're not really doing any damage to the thing you're fighting, and so you have to like swap out one of the characters. So it's that thing where you have like a party, but at certain times, different people in the party are going to be important to your combat, which is fine. But I don't know. One of the things I like about Mass Effect is that it didn't really do that. I mean, different people had different ways of fighting, or someone was more of a healer than someone else, but it didn't feel essential. Like you have to, and if you did have to bring a person with you, like it would tell you, you have to bring this person with you. So the fact that this feels kind of forced on you to swap people in, I didn't care for that, but whatever. It's a small gripe. It's good at what it does. I mean, if you're hungering for a kind of Final Fantasy II type of game, way back in the day, this might be up your alley. And the demo is, fun and cute. The story was kind of meh. And I've got other RPGs, including Avowed, that I really should be playing, but it was cute. I had fun playing the demo.
It looks all right. It does look all right.
It brought me back to the days when, you didn't have a whole lot of options for role-playing games, and, you took what you could get. Now that I have so many options, it's like, I don't really need to be playing this. But, kudos for their work
So,
making it.
Reminds me of like a Pokemon. It sort of looks like a Pokemon game, like it's.
It looks like an 8-bit.
Or like a really early Zelda game.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So that's Quartet.
Quartet.
And
Cool.
now, should we talk about the Play My Game, or do you want to talk about one more before we do that?
No, we can talk about Play My Game. I'm fine with
Okay, we're gonna talk about the Play My Game.
Yeah, bitch! Yeah, bitch!
Play my game, bitch.
Yeah, it's got the Breaking Bad connection. This is the part of the show where we talk about the game we all played, which this week was the Rogue Prince of Persia.
Dun, dun,
Ba,
dun.
ba, 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 ba.
Dun, 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 dun.
I don't like roguelikes. They're just not for me. I said this before. I feel like roguelikes are like, our game isn't good enough to just play it. You got to play it and do another run and keep playing it. What were you going to say, Stu?
I like it, but I felt like I really like it, to be fair. I really like the combat. I really like the movement. I thought it was very slick looking. I liked all of that stuff.
Yeah, it was slick looking and the movement was fine.
Yeah, I thought it was great. I thought everything was great mechanically and how the game looks. But these are long ass levels, and it's like you've got to fucking to get back to like, because I got to think it was the 4th level on my first run through.
Yep.
But then you're right back at the whole beginning, and I'm like, that's a
That's
long
what I'm
way to go
saying.
through all
Yeah.
that same shit again. And don't get me wrong, they do change it up a bit.
Do you know
so it
what a
does get
roguelike
changed
is,
up.
Stu? I'm just checking. Do you know what a roguelike is?
No, I know what it is. I know. That's why I
That's
don't
why I
like
hate
it much.
roguelike. Yeah.
That's why I don't
amen.
like them much. And I'd have preferred this just as a side-scrolling adventure game. That would have been
Yeah.
fine for me.
Sure.
Because I think they've nailed everything else. And I'm not saying they haven't nailed it as a roguelike because people love this type of gameplay, I guess. But
Stupid people.
it's not for me. It just isn't for me. I'd rather be
No,
just
I know,
playing
that's
this
solid.
as a... I'd have loved this just as a standard like game.
Yeah, I had
adventure
fun the
game.
first time I played it, and then they were like, "Okay, do it again with these extra things." I'm like, "No, I'm not doing it again. Fuck you."
And I also thought that because they give you fast travel locations, what the fuck's the point of it? Why would you travel backwards? I'm like, I
So-
don't
well, sometimes you need
understand
to go
why I've got
down
fast
instead of
travel.
up, or sometimes I think exploring different parts of the level will get you hidden things or whatever. That's
I
the
don't know.
purpose of
It
fast
was
travel.
fast travel points seemed completely pointless, in my opinion.
I didn't use them.
No,
for
well,
what I
why
did.
would you? Why are you going to go backwards in a level to come back the way
Denny,
you
did you use the fast travel
No, no.
spots?
No, I just thought like,
I
oh,
don't
we have-
understand their inclusion.
is that something like that I'm just not getting? Like, is there a strategy that I don't understand?
There must be a reason for them. They wouldn't put them there for no reason.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it does seem very odd that they're there. I don't understand it at all. I mean, I like the second run through. You got different weapons. You know, give you some weapons to change up, and gives you a choice of what they use. But then the weapons of your ancestors or whatever who died in the battle are just gone.
Yeah.
They're just not there anymore.
Yeah.
Which is what do you think, Chinny?
I liked it. Yeah, I agree. Like, it's a roguelike, isn't it? And I know. I don't want to just say it's a roguelike. I don't like roguelikes, but I mean, in
Well,
reality,
are there any that you do like?
Yeah, Balatro. I like Balatro. I like Vampire Survivor.
I mean, it's a little
which is
different with the card.
Yeah, I was gonna say Balatro's fine though, because that's like playing cards for real, because you're always playing the same.
Yeah, and
game
this is
again,
like playing
aren't
a 2D platformer for real. It's like it's.
But
Yeah,
but it's not, because it's designed to make you
not.
fail. You have
And
to do
start
it over
again.
and over.
Have you played Balatro?
Yeah.
Have you ever succeeded in that game?
No, but what I'm saying
well,
is,
it's- but
like,
it's-
but
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 that's
but
fine.
you used to have video games that was the condition. You play Donkey Kong, it's the same thing over and over again. And then we reached a point as gamers, we're like, I don't want to play it that way.
Yeah. No, I'm
Yeah,
not. I'm not
that's not the way a
defending. I
Mario
don't know why I'm
game should
defending
work.
this. Like, I don't.
Yeah, why are you defending it,
but,
man?
Fun
like,
to argue is
I bloody love it. No, I think it's well
You love a good
animated.
map.
It's well made.
It does. It looks great.
Yeah, it looks great. I even think that the controls, unusual as they are, not conventional 2D platformer controls, work really well, and you feel like you're
They do.
parkouring and jumping around and good combat.
Just
good,
fucking make a proper side-scrolling
detection.
game
Yeah.
with that
yeah.
play
so-
scheme, and I'd have been loving this
yeah.
more.
Well, I've got a feeling
And-
there is somebody that's played a very good 2D side-scrolling game that I'm very interested in on the
I
show.
have.
And
Yeah.
that's more appealing to me. But about this game, I think it's good. But for some reason, the industry, I think it is dying off a little bit. The same way everybody wanted to make a Destiny-like. The roguelike has sort of infected the gaming industry, and I feel like the gaming
Yeah.
industry goes through these spells of like, this is what we're about now, battle royales. And
Well-
and you say it, but like when PUBG came out, everything was a battle royale after that.
Oh no, I'm not denying that people are copying it. What I'm saying is, I think that Ubisoft is like, okay, what else can we do with Prince of Persia? Like, let's try
Yeah.
doing it as a rogue.
What else
I
can
think
we
you're
do
right
with this
about that.
franchise
I don't
that
know that it's
clearly, if
necessarily,
we
like,
just made
the
a good
world's
one,
enraptured with
I mean,
roguelikes necessarily, but they're like, roguelike, yeah.
I was gonna say I don't really want to give this game a thumbs down because I actually thought
no,
that all the components were great.
yeah.
I'll give it a
like
thumbs
the
down, because
animation, the scenery, the gameplay, the combat, the
yeah, no,
wall
absolutely.
running, the
but
parkour.
by the same measure, like, if a game did 10 things right and the 11th thing was really, really wrong, I can't think of an example right now, but I think it's okay for us to give a game. I'm going to give this a thumbs down because they made the decision to do it as a roguelike when they didn't need to, and it was really not a good idea to do it as a roguelike. And that's a big mistake in my opinion for me, so I'm giving my thumbs down.
I
And
think
here's the other
it's-
thing.
I think-
One last thing about roguelikes.
Yeah.
The fact that it has to be a roguelike, or the fact that it is a roguelike, means that they need to throw a lot of other stuff at you when you do a run. So then it's okay, so yeah, it's like you have different weapons now. Oh, and you need to be saving money. Oh, and the souls go to the thing and the thing. Oh, and there's an amulet, and there's this and there's that. I'm like, you know what? Fucking point me to the monsters and let me kill them. Like
you know-
the roguelike requires it to be more complex than it needs to be.
I think playing Hades is probably the best roguelike I've ever played.
Yeah.
And I
People
played
say
hours
that's
of
the
that.
number one roguelike ever. Yeah.
And do you know why I think that
I'm curious.
why that does so well? Because the levels are reasonably short. They're not
Yeah.
massive levels. And
Sure.
they're always really varied between one playthrough and the next, you know, so you never feel like you're playing the same level again
Yeah.
to an extent. And
Sure.
it's just really slick in the way it does it.
Well-
And you always get to a boss at the same point, kind of. So even though the levels in between are different, and once you beat the boss, you don't have to face that boss again. You know, that's kind of it till the next time you
Right.
get to a boss fight.
It's interesting you talk about the same levels because the original Rogue back in the day, I played a version called Angband, but whatever. You know, it was a randomized map every time you played it. So the idea of a Rogue like having the same map, like that's kind of counterindicated by
not.
the traditional, the old school Rogue.
I don't think Prince of Persia has the same level each time, but it looks very similar.
I think it is
Sure.
the
So
same level.
things
I
might
think
be-
it is the same.
Is
level.
it?
I felt like
I
it was
thought
the
it was
same.
slightly different.
Nah, I think it is. Yeah. Yeah.
You see, but that repetition is boring, isn't it? You want
Well, yeah.
variety in your gameplay. So.
I've just realised why they use fast travel, by the way,
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
okay.
by watching this video. So this guy on this gameplay found a secret that got him new weapons, but it's quite
Oh.
far back, and then he fast travelled to where he was
Mm-hmm.
to get back to
Interesting.
the thing. So
So it's up instead of down or left instead of.
yeah, it's just like you get to a point, and then you do a side thing, and then to get back, you use
Yeah.
the fast travel.
Sure.
No,
Yeah, fair enough.
yeah, I sort of have to agree with Duke. Really, like it's not my the decision that to make it a roguelike is a no for me, because
Yeah, same.
that's just that, you know, you can go all the way and then go right, okay, and this mechanic that you don't like is basically the name of the game is the Rogue Prince of Persia. It's not the type of games I like to play, and as I was saying earlier, the gaming industry just goes through these phases of like, we're going to make Destiny likes now we're going to make battle royales, now we're going to make roguelikes, and this season of fad that we're in, that the gaming industry loves, is not for me. I don't really enjoy it. When everybody was making battle royales, I didn't mind that too much. I quite like battle royales, but no, not this. So it's a thumbs down.
No,
I'm
it's a
afraid.
shame because, like I say, overall, I really like it, but that one element,
I
it's not
want
for
to give
me,
it a
but
thumbs up. I think all
Yeah,
three of us
I
want
do,
to
I'm
give it
the
a thumbs
same.
up.
I'm the same.
It has a lot of promise. It does a lot of things very well. I agree with that.
And I
And
like
will
Slay the
say-
Spire and stuff, and Monster Train, Slay the Spire, Monster Train, Palatra.
yeah,
I
Those
like
are
that stuff.
roguish.
But
I will say that, you know, I have a deep love for Prince of Persia ever since the first game back in the day.
original
that was,
2D one.
That was a classic. Yeah,
yeah.
Jordan Mechner. And when I saw this, I was like, ooh, it looks like we're kind of getting back to our roots.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're not really, because it's just spinning blades and, like, you know, the original was like slow and contemplative because it was coming at a time when the technology was limited. And
I remember
whatever.
playing
Anyway,
it,
I want
and
one
it
of
was
those-
hard. I remember it being really difficult.
Oh yeah, very hard. That's why it was so satisfying when you won.
Mm.
And that moment when you jumped through the mirror, oh, that was next level. You're through the looking glass.
I have a
So,
soft spot for
thumbs-
the PlayStation. I think there were 2 PlayStation 2 games.
Sands of Time was.
Sands of
oh,
Time,
yeah.
but that trilogy, even the third one, which people didn't really like, and the second one was
never
too
played
emo, but I loved them. I played them a lot, and
They were well
yeah, thought they were great.
Yeah, it's a reluctant thumbs down from me.
3 thumbs down, people.
Sorry, Prince
Yeah.
of Persia.
So say we. Thanks for trying, Ubisoft. Don't be making
Never
roguelikes
mind.
if you don't need to.
Come again.
All right, so I played a very different game
Yes.
than this.
Very
It's
excited about
called
this, Duke.
Shinobi Art of Vengeance.
Mhm.
Unlike the game we just talked about, this is a side-scrolling combat game that involves platforming as well. It's exactly like this, but it feels like it's weird that they came out at the same time. I didn't really know about either of these until they appeared, and I went looking for new games on Steam, and this was it. And I was like, ooh, okay, because I love the first Shinobi game. That's like one of my all-time favorites in the
right.
arcade.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this game, I think, is a great spiritual successor to the classic Shinobi, because it feels like everything I wanted Prince of Persia to do, Shinobi does it.
Mhm.
There, first of
Okay.
all, there's healing there's not a roguelike.
No.
Is it difficult?
didn't-
I feel like it's going to be difficult.
It's not easy, but it's not. But here's the thing: there's things about it that are difficult, but there's healing everywhere. So when you kill a monster, half the time there'll be these little green plus signs that float to you and heal you, and it's like, oh, thank goodness for that. Now that doesn't mean you don't have to worry about getting hurt or avoiding danger or whatever. At one point, there's this woman who's like shooting arrows in the air, and then like this vertical line appears, and you got to get out of there, or you're gonna get hurt from the blowback of her arrows or whatever. But it's doable. You know what I mean? Like it's punishing, but it's fair. And it's fun. Like I just had a lot of fun with it. I was enjoying from the jump. I mean, the story, it takes a little time for the story to get going, and it's like, oh, so and so is coming to take over the whole world, and they killed everyone in your dojo, and then there's one of your students who's like, come on, you gotta help us. So whatever. But that said, once they get the story going, it's like, okay, whatever. And then, there's like mini bosses, and then there's regular bosses. And I was worried when the first boss appeared, but I was able to take it down without too much hemming and hawing.
Nice.
They feed in the stuff that you do one bit at a time, which I really like. I hate it when they dump too much on you all at once, which I felt they did a little in Prince of Persia. But in this game, it's like, okay, here's this move that you've got. And then it's like, okay, kill a whole bunch of monsters. And when you get enough soul coins or whatever the fuck you're collecting, then you can add another move, right? And some of them are real big, some of them are, and others will say like, one of the upgrades is like healing does more. So it's like, okay, cool. And those little plus signs come to me. It'll fill up 5% of my health bar instead of 2% or whatever. Yeah, I just had a good time with it. And the main character, the funniest part is that, your wife's pregnant. And so at one point, your student, after you're like, I'll go save the people. You don't say you'll go save the people in the dojo, but you sort of point to it. And then she goes, okay, I'll go back and make sure your wife's okay. And then it cuts to you and you just go, and then on the screen, because it has the text for the dialogue as well, it just says ... So all you ever say is,
Yeah, his name's Joe, I think, which is the and I heard somebody talk about that, and it's your point of is it Happy Gilmore? It's like that's all you need, really. Like
that's all you need, right?
You don't need anything else.
Welcome to Starbucks, sir. May I help you? Double latte, oat milk. We got it coming up right over here.
Cut it all down.
Can I get a name for the order?
Is that GRRR? Is it?
So yeah, I have had a really good time with this. I put it on my wish list. I didn't buy it straight away, but
Of course you didn't.
at some
Of
point,
course you didn't.
But I did buy a game today, sort of on impulse.
Did you?
Ooh.
I know. I haven't played it yet, so I can't talk about it. But next week, I'll tell you.
Okay.
On an impulse.
Wow, both
It's not that I don't
games,
buy
who knows?
games.
You
It's that I
big
buy very few
tease.
games.
Not very often.
Yep.
Not very often.
Yep.
Okay.
So that's thumbs up on Shinobi Art of Vengeance. Stu, you
Right,
got
I
one
will.
more?
I will talk about because Millie took a week off work this week while I was going in for my
Aw.
operation.
That's sweet of her.
So we played Split Fiction all Friday afternoon.
Oh,
so we played
lovely.
more
Nice.
Split Fiction. So we are making progress. The last time we played this, we were stuck on a boss fight,
Right.
and we were like, and Millie got to the point where she's like, oh, okay, I'm not doing this anymore. I've had enough. I'm doing because she's not a gamer like me, so she's not persistent enough. She was just like gave up. So anyway, we started playing. We were obviously at the beginning of that boss fight again, and she was like, and I was like, we just got to do it. There's a pattern here somewhere. We've just got to figure out the pattern. It's very clever. I'll. Do you know what? Every time I play this game, I'm in awe of how creative
Yeah.
he is when he makes games
Yeah.
because it was very subtle cues that gave you, and then it was like, oh, I know what we need. And we got to it. I mean, there was another great example of this further in the level where we were at the opposite sides and we both had an ability, but we couldn't use it on the side because we were obviously had a barrier between us, so we couldn't actually do what we need. And it was like, how the fuck? How do we do it? And then it dawned on me how we did it. And I told her, she's like, oh, of course. You know what I mean? It's that moment of like, I know what we need to do.
Some of those Portal
And
co-op moments that were like,
Yes,
oh,
definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
There is a lot of that in this game, a lot of it, where one of you might not be able to quite figure it out. And then the other one goes, no, wait a minute, I've got it. And then you say, and you're like dead excited because I don't know what we need to do to get past this bit of the game.
Now, here's the other question, though, Stu. When does this game have the thing from Portal Co-op where you're sending your teammate out over an acid pit, and then you suddenly have the power to kill them and drop them into
it? Millie has killed me on more than one occasion by accident.
Nice.
I've killed her
if it's
by accident.
That's not as much fun.
Well, you could do it on purpose as well if you really wanted to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's a level with
Chinny and I each had one of those. Like I did it, and then he was like, "All right, fuck you." And I'm, all right, truce. Let's not do it.
There's a level with, and I don't want to give too much away because obviously, there's some great stuff in this game. But there's a level we've just been playing, and you get a gun that you fire onto energy barriers, and it makes holes in them for you to get through and stuff.
Oh, okay.
But then that same mechanic is then used for combat as well. And there's one particular, and they close up afterwards, so it opens for a minute and then closes back up again, the hole. And there's one particular boss fight where you're on top of a circular platform that's got your color on one side, their color on the other, and you've got to drop the enemies through holes in the platform. Well, you can imagine when it gets a bit chaotic, you quite often either drop yourself through the hole or drop your co-op partner through the hole by mistake. So. Yeah, so there is definitely quite a lot of that sort of stuff going on, but this game is just so fucking good. I haven't come across a level yet where I'm like, that was a bit, bit meh. Every level is just so
banger
well
after
done.
Banger.
And the sound is just incredible through the Sonos and with the subwoofer. It fucking makes the room rattle every time there's a big explosion or something. They have I mean, the other great thing is that if you fuck something up, which happens quite often, or you have to do things on a certain time and you leave your partner behind and they don't get through in quick enough or whatever.
Yeah.
There's always, if you get stranded, there's always another way from where they are without them having to try and get back to where you are to get you through that particular bit. There's nothing they haven't thought about. It's slick. Cool. There's no glitches. There's no parts of gameplay where I'm like, oh, that's a bit of a bug, or there is nothing. This game is polished within an inch of its life.
Yeah.
And all the better for it. It's great. Again, if you want to have a really great co-op experience this year, this game is by far and away probably the best one you're going to have.
You can literally skip to any moment in this gameplay video and it's all wicked. You know what I mean? It's just so cool.
Interesting creative stuff. We're looking at it suddenly turned into a side shooting shmup with a bullet hell type thing.
Yeah.
That's great. I just keep thinking, when is he going to run out of ideas?
Never.
Do you know what I mean? I don't think he ever will at this stage. And there's
said
still
that
a lot
about
of
David
unique
Cage.
gameplay.
Oh, wait, no, they did.
Well, yeah. But there is still a lot of unique gameplay as well. There's stuff I'm like, oh, that's so clever. You know what I mean? Where you're like, oh, that's excellent. So good. So good. So, yeah, massive thumbs up. This will definitely be in my top 5 games of the year, no doubt.
Yeah, me and Marshy have started it, so, yeah, we need to crack on with it and keep finishing it.
Yeah, crack on, baby.
Yeah, it's great. So that's it.
All right.
Right, on that note, let's do... We have got some
we got
emails.
news? Emails?
Not really. Is there any news?
Whoa, that rules.
So here's the first email today, and it's from Lee Griggs, and he says, recognized in gaming alternative. Hi there, VG guys. Have you ever been recognized when out and about by any listeners of the podcast? That has happened to me once. Happened to me once. It did happen a long time ago at EGX. And there was some guy in the queue behind us queued up for some game, and he went, "Are you Stu from the veteran gamers?" I'm like, yeah. And that's
yes, I am. And who are you to be talking to me?
Yeah. But that's the only one time.
I hope you just looked at him and said, "Autograph line starts back there, Bucktooth."
No, I remember you telling me that story, but I've had it.
You never believe me. You didn't believe me.
I didn't believe you, but I've had it twice. And it was just listeners of the show. It was a guy, and he was with his
I would assume it's listeners to the show.
Uh,
That'd be weird if somebody who didn't listen to the show.
Yeah, I actually listened to
Are
the
you
Gardener's
kidding?
World podcast, and I just recognised you. And it was a guy with his girlfriend or wife, and he just came up to me and he went, "Chinny," and I went, "Hello," and he was like, "Oh, I can't remember his name," and then it happened again, another year with a different guy, and yeah, so those places it seems to happen very, very occasionally, not very often.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, the
but
funny
oh no,
thing
no, I
about-
did tell a story that Tim Kelly, who's listened to this show, and I've never met, but he lives in Kidderminster, I think, right? And sometimes he's in the live chat, so he might be in this live chat. I was riding my bike with Marsh down the canal, and Tim Kelly messaged me saying, "Was you riding your bike down the canal?" And it was also the moment where I fell.
Stalker.
It was the moment where I fell off my bike as well. But I don't know if you saw me
That's
fall off my
brilliant.
bike. But yeah, he said, "Look, yeah, I saw you." But I feel like once I start to know, but I don't, because Richard Finch lives quite close to me, but I've never met him. I know pretty much exactly where he lives, and I've never met him, and I've never even seen him around town. I don't know. It's just, but yeah.
I think what's the interesting thing, when the guy recognised me, we were in the queue at obviously chatting at obviously EGX waiting for a game, and it was a long time ago. So I don't think even at that point we were on YouTube.
Oh no!
So I
no.
don't think he didn't recognise me from my face. He recognised me from my voice.
Yeah.
Which I guess is kind of distinctive.
It's
I
very
suppose
distinctive. Yeah.
it's very distinctive. So that was
Well,
kind of weird.
Kind of sexy is what you mean.
No,
Yeah, kind of
not
say it. But I think
sexy.
the weirdest-
and I know it.
I think the weirdest thing that happens though is when you go to EGX or when we have a meetup at say Arcade Club or anywhere of those places, and somebody comes who you've obviously never met in your life because they just listened to the show. You've never met these people. But they come up and talk to you like, you know, that you're the best mate and they've known you forever, which they kind of have.
Yeah,
But
it's a
obviously you-
quasi-social relationship. It's a one-way
But it's-
street. Like they
Yeah,
know a
yeah,
lot
it's
about
weird.
you. You know nothing about
Thanks for
them.
No, and it's like a weird, I don't know you from Adam, mate. You know what I mean? I
Well,
don't
it's
know who you
interesting.
are.
Yeah,
And
like
I'm not
I
saying
get
there's
a
anything
little bit
bad about that. It's just a bit
of course.
surreal. It's a bit of an odd situation.
I think it's a feather in our caps that people want to keep talking to us, or they want us to know about them. You know, like it's a little bit of that with teaching, is because you know I'm the type of it depends on kind of teacher, but I'm the type of person who like shares a lot about his life. So I'm not oversharing, but you know I brag about stuff I do and being awesome. So anyway, yeah, I'll have students come and be like, "Hey, you're the guy who wrote those books," and I'm like, "I am the guy who wrote those books. That's right. Show respect." And I have no idea. Yeah, it's a good feeling.
Yeah, it is. So yeah, that's the only one ever time that anyone's ever done that. Second question is, if for whatever reason you could not play video games, what would you replace them with?
I do not appreciate that horror show of a question. How dare you put that thought in my mind?
So I'm assuming like
never gonna
you've still got all your abilities, your limbs.
Yeah,
and
you can
stuff.
do anything
I
else.
know,
You just
I
can't
know.
play.
So the
video
idea
games.
is
there's
that
this
Can't
game
play-
that
just-
video games in it.
Oh.
you log on to whatever you play, and then it
I don't
just
wanna be in
blocks
this
you.
world. There's
It's an
nothing on
episode of Black
Steam.
Mirror.
Yeah, it
No,
is.
you
And
can't
not
play
a
any game.
fun one. Not a fun one like.
Yeah, but you've
you
got
know,
to,
Hidden
So
but
what-
dude,
what-
you've got to replace it with something. What do you
Dude,
do?
what other hobby
No,
would
I
you
don't.
do?
Video games. I will invent
What
video
about
games.
Play
about
along
the
to the
cross-
fucking
What
email,
about the
dude.
cross stitch that you do, or whatever it is? Tapestry.
Yeah, look,
What
that's
about a
fun,
tennis-
but it's not like that's what you do while you're waiting for your dinner to arrive. That's not what you do for 3 hours on a Sunday, man.
So what are you saying, Duke, is if you...
I mean, look, no, look, I've never had a time in my life when I didn't have video games, but they are certainly so sophisticated now that they eat up such a significant part of my life. But you know, I also like to read. I like to watch movies. I like to, I'm used to make music. I'm working on a video project. There are a lot of other things in the world that I do like in addition to video games. So if I had
That
to
you
lose
could be
them,
doing
I suppose
instead.
I would fill those. You know, it's a bunch of stuff that I would fill it in with. And Go is a great game, so you know,
Yeah.
I'd probably play more of that.
I think this is an easy question for me because I could quite easily replace it with music and obviously DJing and doing all that kind of stuff. Because I never
Yeah.
get bored. I never get bored of new music or finding something cool or finding a cool mix of something. Like for instance, on the mix I did for Chidi, there's a mix of "Baby Tonight" by Whitney Houston, but it's a mashup with Vogue by Madonna. It's called Baby Vogue. and it's just such a cool mix. And then there's like an Afro house mix of Show Me Love, and it's just such a cool mix. And when I find one of those types of tunes, I'm like, this is a banger. I'm like really happy. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, that's cool. I've never heard it before, and it's fucking cool as anything.
And another cool thing about it is when there is a DJ who, Orbital is the best example of this, when they fuse two songs together or they do a mix of two tracks that's just perfect. So Orbital did Heaven on Earth and Halcyon and on, but also You Give Love a Bad Name. Jamie XX did a mix with the song I Hate Hate, which I had never heard before. I was like, this is really well done. Born Dirty and Anna Leno have a really good mix. That
weirdly,
one spot is like the climax of everything.
Most songs, if you're in the same key and the same tempo, will kind of work with each other.
Yeah, sure.
So there's a lot of songs that work really well with. Like, you can swap the lyrics of that. And nowadays with stems, I do quite a lot of stuff with stems that I didn't used to. I'm getting more proficient at it, dropping samples in over other tunes and stuff, and it is kind of cool when you do that. So, and a lot of stuff works. It just works. And sometimes I'll hear a tune and I think, and I'll start singing another song along to it, and I'm like, that would definitely fit. And you just hear it when you're playing it. Yeah. And I'll try it in my head. I'll totally work.
Video games with.
Well, I've got other hobbies on. I got snooker and I like my poker. I get into poker sometimes. But I was trying to think of something, because snooker and poker you sort of have to leave the house for unless you okay, Duke?
Yeah, I was just doing the drawing of me.
Oh, okay.
Go on.
I thought you were just having a stroke. So the
let's hope not.
No.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, that's fine. I was trying to think of something I could do in the house, because those you have to leave the house for unless you play online poker, which I don't want to do. I prefer.
What about painting? What about painting?
I'm not a great painter. So I've got my guitar. I've got things like that.
Guitar.
I'll probably play that a little bit more. I'll probably watch more films, if I'm honest. If I was doing that stuff. Strangling. I love strangling.
Oh man, I forgot all about strangling.
Bit of murdering.
That used to be one of my favorite pastimes.
Yeah, and I
just, you strangled to murder?
I didn't at the start, but I sort of ventured into it, and
you just sort of progressed.
Strangle someone to death. I just do a little light strangling myself.
I did go really deep into it, and once I took the online course, which was just 4 months, and it's but again,
you think you could try to make a living at that? Because that would be impressive.
But you do have to leave the house for it. You know what I mean? It is something that you've got to venture in, and there's a whole.
You can lure people into your house, but it's not. It's harder to do contracts.
It's a big investment. It's a big investment. So I don't know. I quite like. I don't know. There's lots of things I could probably get into that I don't. I'd probably get more done around the house. Is probably what I'd do. But yeah, maybe playing the guitar or snooker or poker or watching films is probably.
Yeah. There it is, baby.
Very good. Very good.
Very good.
Okie dokie. Thank you for that email. And we haven't got another one. Hold up. Let me just find the right ones. There's one from Tainted, but it is soundbite related.
I got the audio ready to go here.
So I will read it and then we'll do the audio. So it says, "Hey there, I've recorded messages over the past few months, but forgotten to send them.
Wow.
So I'm going to try to send this. I'm sorry about the quality. The cicadas are loud, even though I quite like the cicadas in the background of his audio.
It depends on how loud they are, but it's fine.
Yeah. Even though they didn't seem that loud when I recorded it, but check to see if it's okay before playing on the show. Thanks.
We're not going to check to see if it's okay. We're just going to play it. What do you think we are?
Yeah. We played a pocket doll last week, so.
Yeah, exactly. P.S. Chini mentioned Patreon last week. Are you aware that Apple is taking 30% on iOS devices? I don't know what that means. Wow. It might be better for folks if they go to the site directly. Did you know this, Chini? Is this a thing?
No, I don't know that. I assume. I don't know how you would pay for. I guess if you pay with Apple Pay.
Yeah, if you did it through their podcast app, maybe, or Apple Pay. I have one of my subscriptions is through Apple for some reason, like to a streaming service, Hulu or Peacock or something.
Right.
So like I know I signed up for something through Apple somehow, and So therefore, I know that they can do that with some apps.
Right, let me do a bit of research while you carry on reading it, and I'll see what I can come up with.
Yeah, that's it. So it's just the sound clips now. So let's have a listen to
All
those.
right. So here we go. In part 1.AAC. Shit, I think I have to translate it.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well,
Come back
shall
to
we read? I was going to say, shall we read the other email and
It's
then
a
do that at the
fucking
same time as the
disaster.
speak pipe we are?
Yeah.
It's just
Fucking
gonna
Duke
take
is
a minute.
off
Everybody
tonight. It's
calm
off.
down.
So the final email.
Sorry, do you want me to
off
play these
Jason.
sounds or not?
Well, I just said we can play them at the same time as the other speak pipe.
I know.
We'll
I'm just
do it.
saying. Don't be talking smack about me.
Okay.
He's off.
The final email tonight is off Jason.
Blah, 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 blah. He's in the chat as well.
He says the old heart and anus procedure, Stu. Are you okay, Stu? Double whammy. Yeah, I'm fine, as far as I know. I hear a successful double procedure. Oh, you're doing well. I bet you wish you had a Whataburger. I only had one procedure, but I am going to have another one at some point. You should buy a highly tariffed PS5. Do you know, fuck me. I saw an advert online, was it today, yesterday, for PS5s, and the cheapest one was £699
For what?
PS5 Pro.
Yeah,
Pro.
they're fuckers, aren't they?
£699, and the one on Amazon was something like 700 and something. I'm like, what the fucking fuck?
Thanks,
That is
Trump.
ridiculous.
Jason said it.
I
Highly
ain't never buying a PS5 at this point. Never.
Until they come back, right?
Well, they'll never go new, are they, at this point? Until it came down to about 300, I might consider it, but not a chance. It's nearly 700 quid. You can
You
forget
get a
it.
used one.
I'm just not that interested.
That's fair.
There is a new game refund option on board the system. Time is of the essence. I think you get 14 days maybe. Next to that buy is getting returned. Yeah, they have officially announced that they're going to accept returns a lot. Made the process simpler.
Yeah.
Chinny, did you see the back of Stu's hospital gown? Of course you did.
Yeah.
Weird as shit as it gets right there. It has been a good to hear you're trying to play better games these days, but don't get too weird and shit.
No, I'm not
we
getting
just
weird
keep
and shit. I'm just
our
playing current
Okay.
games.
Only level-headed veteran gamer on point. Shinobi demo was fun.
Yeah.
So he agrees with you, dude.
That's what's up.
Blippo Plus is coming late September. I have no idea what that is, Blippo Plus. And the Berlin apartment looks okay. No idea what that is either. The Gecko of Gods is coming soon. Maybe fun. Again, no idea. Anyone heard of these games?
So Blippo Plus is a live-action new wave off-cable TV simulator. Channel surf the stars and discover the staticky radical world of planet Blip through
So
its soaps.
he said, don't play weird and shit, and then he gives us that
Yeah,
shit.
I know, right? I think he's probably taking the piss at himself there.
You know, the first game you described is about as weird as it gets. He said,
pretty
I may give you FO50 a go on the Switch. Kronos may turn out good from Booper's team. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I don't know. It looks a bit Dead Space-ish, and, you know, it looks kind of cool. So, yeah, I'm quite interested in Kronos. I bet Duke hates that studio, but probably buys all of their games. I'm Team Boopers myself. They did Silent Hill proper. So is there a difference between Boopers team and Team Bloopers? I don't know.
I don't know why I would hate them. Why would I hate them?
Quick story. I see a sign in a tree that reads, Krista, come home. I get up the street, another sign in a pickup truck bed reads, please come home. And then about 10 houses down on a shrub, please, Krista, come home. I see a man get out of a car, California place. A lady walks out, cussing him at the top of her lungs, then walks away. He runs after her and yells, Jennifer, please come home. Look at my signs. Did you see the signs?
What?
I don't know what any
I
of that
don't know,
means.
man. I don't know.
As if to say, like, oh, he wants her back, but he can't remember her name? Is that the joke?
I don't know what the joke is
can't
there.
help it.
Krista, come home.
It's
but
not that.
name's
I'm lost.
Jennifer. That was some weird shit. The mofo should have wrote Jennifer on the signs. Maybe her ass would have gone home.
I guess that's
Maybe.
the joke.
Seems a bit weird. I wish they'd all go home. The drive-through at Whataburger has tripled since California showed up, and these signs everywhere. They freak me out. I'm going to give dude a boombox in your eyes that light the heat. Light the heat.
Sing
and
it.
show him how it's done.
Sing it.
Say
Hold your hands up
anything.
as if you're holding a boombox and sing it.
Yeah. I don't know what that is.
You don't know it? Oh, you never saw Say Anything? John Cusack, baby.
No, I know that. I know that.
that. The light that shine in your eyes. Not a man in your eyes. I reach out from the inside.
Sure.
Okay, that sounded lovely.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
get a
you're
bloody copyright strike now after that
Yeah.
rendition.
No.
Say Anything style, damn Hollywood, I thought you knew Jason. Yeah, do you know, Say Anything? I know the film, I know John Cusack, I've seen the picture of him holding up the boombox, but never
Yeah.
seen the movie. Never seen
John,
it.
John
Never heard that
Cusack is
song.
one of those actors that, like, I have never seen any of his films.
Really?
and
You
I'm
never saw High
like-
Fidelity? Gross Point Blank? That's a good movie.
See,
You'd like Gross Point
When I
Blank,
said
shouldn't
never saw any of them, and then you list some, like, don't get surprised when I say no.
you? It's like
Gross Point Blank is a
Hannibal
good,
Buress.
is a
Is
good
your
movie.
name really Hannibal? Yes, my name is really Hannibal.
Yeah.
Like, hey, your parents named you Hannibal.
Yeah. No, and then people are like, oh, John Cusack, he's a massive megastar, movie star. I'm like, who is he? Like, I've never seen him in anything.
He's also a
See,
pretty cool political activist. He's friends with
He's
R.
kind of
W. Roy.
cool, but I'll be honest, most of the films I've seen him in, I've never been that enamored with. I've seen Gross Point Blank, which is okay. It's
Oh,
fine.
that's a great movie. Fuck off.
High Fidelity. That
High
is one of his
Fidelity's got
films.
problem.
I didn't like it. I found it a bit
Why
boring.
not?
It's
What?
just boring.
Not a boring.
It's just
Oh.
boring, man. Just him in his fucking
That's
record store.
Not
Whatever.
boring. When they beat the
boring.
shit out of Tim Robbins and dropped the air conditioning on his head. Oh, boring.
Mm.
Just a bit boring, man.
What? You're
boring.
boring. You're wrong.
Boring.
That movie's got problems, but boring isn't one of them.
Boring.
Here's the part he goes, all right, top 5 #1 tracks of all time. And then the other two dudes say what they say. And then he's like, no, the correct answer is Radiation Ruling the Nation, Mad Professor remixing Massive Attack. And I'm like, yeah, that's right. I was so excited in that moment because he's right. That's the best first track ever.
Boring. Anyway, thank you, Jason, for that. And now it's
Yes, thank you,
time for
Jason.
some audio in your ears. Let's have a
Okay,
bit
please send MP3s if you can, people. All right, here's part 1 from Tainted Brain.
Tim, what was you going to say about the music? There's no words. Stu can't make it, so tell him what you think. There's no words, Stu. No words. The only thing that could be better than the music is if you were here in my arms right now.
All right,
I
here's
wish
the
I would have been. I
real
wish I would have been.
audio from Tainted Brain. That's very loud.
Wow.
Hi
Fuck me.
guys, Brian in Japan. Sorry I haven't sent a message, for quite a while. I have recorded many and just forgotten to send them. It's a bit, I don't know. It's the summer. It's been so hot. Today 38, it'll be 40 over the rest of the weekend, Monday anyway.
That's pretty high.
Oh, I don't know. Fucking heat and humidity here was just crazy. It's been doing my head in. Hope Stu is doing better, feeling chipper after the up. School's just started back. Feels Duke. Actually, I enjoy the school life. The school's quite cool. School's cool. There you go.
There you go, rhyming. I like it.
Poet. But school here is quite cool for me anyway, because I don't have to do much. Just play with kids. It's like great crack. But Chinny, you mentioned the other day you're picky with food. Yeah, I'm a few years older than you. I'm the same. I got out of it for a long time. I knew the ingredients I liked, and then I just started varying the sauces. So it sort of got me through it a lot. Moving to Japan has been a whole new ball game because they eat a lot of weird fucking shit here. If you see, it's called uni, a sea urchin. It looks like, I was going to say chewed up vomit. The vomit's already chewed up, but it looks a bit like that anyway.
Yeah, not like the cockaliki soup and spotted dick you got back home, huh?
Just this as fucking hell. It's gross. You could probably hear the end of the cicadas.
What? Barely. We can just barely make them out.
It's okay. We can hear you. Just.
I don't know what to do about the food. I get bad, I start asking what the ingredients are in everything to try and get me.
Not a bad idea.
Probably doesn't help me get through it, but I know my mind
avoid
is
the
being
worst.
a bit focused on it. So, yeah, I feel you. Let me see. I've been playing a load of games recently, but The Witcher 3 has been a revelation. It's absolutely stunningly brilliant. I can't believe how good it is.
Patient
I'm
Gamer
still
Club.
trying to platinum Returnal. Another awesome game. I'm still doing the Year of Shame. I haven't broken yet. I haven't bought any games or received any gifts. So I think I'm doing okay. There's been several that have been quite tempting, but I would like to try Clair Obscure. I really would like to try it, and then we've got Ghost of Yotei coming up. Mother of God, I really want to play that 'cause I loved Ghost of Tsushima. But anyway, hope all's well, and I will try and send it this time. Jesus, I will. You may have actually just heard a horn going off the background. 5:30 every day this goes off, 5 days a week. It's really weird. The councils play this music to let everybody know it's 5:30. Workers should go home from work. That doesn't happen in Japan, let's be honest. But these speakers are all over the place, so in case there's earthquakes or anything, if somebody goes missing, an elderly person goes missing, they make announcements. It's really weird. But anyway, it feels a bit like Squid Game. Anyway, that's it. Okay, keep saying anyway. See you.
Okay.
Talk to you soon. Hopefully, I will try to remember to send this when I get back up the apartment. See you. Bye.
And he did send it.
Wow, that, I'll be honest, God love us. That was like water torture.
What, the
That
cicadas?
was very, very noisy.
Yeah,
Tainted Brain, we love
Jesus.
hearing from you. If
I
you could
love
do your
it.
next recording from a quiet room, that would be ideal.
Holy
I
crap.
think he
Inside a
does it.
bus.
He always
I
does
mean-
it. No, he always does it
Oh.
while walking, though. I think he always does
I
it.
know. I'm just
Yeah.
saying that may not be the best time to
But
record an audio
cicadas
file.
are a summer insect, so soon it won't really matter anyway. So you can do
Yeah,
that.
but boy, oh boy, they were.
And
it
at
was
one point,
amazing
it
when
felt
you
like he
cut
was
it.
walking away from them, or he was going under in a tunnel or something. I was like, "Ooh, just stay there. It's a good volume."
It was like someone talking over white noise. It was
Little
just
bit,
like,
bit.
wow.
Or
So
a
thank
bunch
you,
of
Ben.
or a
Yeah,
bunch
I
of
mean-
cicadas, like.
It is.
Yeah.
Talking of the Witcher 3, of course you are right. That is an amazing game.
Yeah.
But Blood and Wine, the expansion, is also amazing. Blood and Wine is just
Play
so
that
good.
expansion, dude.
So play that. Make sure you play that as well because that is so good.
All right, we ready for
Um,
part 2?
Shall we save that till next week? Shall we save part 2 till
Okay.
next week?
Fine with
And
me.
then we'll come back to that
Spread it
one.
out.
Well, thank you
Okay.
very much. Thanks
Thank you,
very much. We'll
Brian.
play you
Thank
next
you, Brian.
one next week.
Yeah. And maybe I'll run it through a noise filter or something.
Yeah, see
All
if
right,
you can
so-
reduce the cicadas.
Yeah. Proper speak pipe then?
Sure.
Yep. It's from Not Derek.
Type, it's the way to even
All right, this is from Saint Diesel. It's called GOAT, G-O-A-T, number 781. Let's have a listen. I hope this doesn't have cicadas near it.
Hey there, gamers, Saint Diesel back again.
That was me.
I've been watching this week one of the channels I subscribe to on YouTube. It's a guy called Andy Edwards. He's an English musician. It's not for his music. I really don't know his music, to be honest, but he's got quite an encyclopedic knowledge of music in the UK and, well, the rest of the world as well. And he's started an ambitious cycle of videos at the moment called the greatest albums of all time, and it's not just a case of, oh, let's go from number 100 to number 1. He's challenging the usual concept of many places of what a great album is, not just because it's sold a lot of copies or it's got lots of hit singles on. He's looking at the formats, which is mainly from the late 50s, early 60s to now, and about what is a great album, what makes a great album, in his opinion, of course. And I just thought, is it possible to do such a thing with video games? I know there's lots of top 100s or top 50s, top 20 video games online. PS1, Xbox 360, PS4, all the rest of it. And I just wondered, do you ever watch any of those videos? Do you ever watch, say, the top 40 PS2 games or top 40 PS5 games and get influenced by that, maybe make purchases based on it? Or do you just make your purchases on a game by game basis. And I'll just leave it at that for this week. Until next time.
I'll say that my approach to that sort of thing tends to be, okay, yeah, I'll go like what tickles my fancy when I see it, but I'll also hear people talk about stuff over and over again. And, you know, it's the same with movies and books. You know, if one student recommends something to me, I'm not going to go rushing out and listening to it or watching that movie. But if 4 different students at 4 different points in a school year or over the course of a few years recommend a movie, yeah, maybe I'll give it a look. I want to have some, you know, consensus among people that game, you know, Clair Obscura looked to me like another RPG that, you know, whatever, but I kept hearing people talk about it to the point where I'm like, okay, I need to play that game because it's clearly something above the norm. Mm-hmm. And so I don't always get to it, but I don't go seeking out what everyone says is the best, but when I do hear something just returning again, and Vintage Story is another one. Y'all know Vintage Story? It's like a really hardcore Minecraft.
No,
like it takes a long time to make wood weapons. And, you know, I just last week I heard someone else recommend it. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm curious. And so many people keep saying they like it. All right, maybe I'll check it out at some point.
I was going to say the interesting thing about top 40 or top 20 or top 10 games on this platform or that platform or top 10 best ever Vespa, they're all very subjective.
Very.
So the issue with top is that person's personal choice rather than a general consensus.
Absolutely.
And I think a lot of that stuff is, if I ever see stuff like that, it's do I agree? Mm-hmm. And when you go to the comments, a lot of people are like, it's a shit list this because you never included this game, or it's a shit list because you never included that game. And it's the same with movies and TV shows. You know, everyone's like, the best HBO TV miniseries of all time, and people are like, you never included this. It's fucking a crock of shit.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a weird one for me, that I have to say.
Yeah, I agree. IGN do a top 100, and I think they renew it every year. You know, so some things it's like a top, you know, a top 40 charts.
Yeah.
But with 100 best games of all time. And it changes, but it changes, and they, you know, this would go higher that year because of this, and then that would go higher, and then sometimes it goes down a bit. Yeah. What was you going to say?
I was going to say, I think IGN's quite good because I think the website that when they do the games of the year, there's like about 4, 5, 6 different people doing them, and they're all into different of stuff like indie games, AAA games. Some stuff you've never heard of. Like, and sometimes I find some interesting games from those lists because you're getting someone's personal choice, but like a big variety of people's choices. So it's always kind of
Shall I read you the
more
top
interesting in a way.
Top 10 of their top 100 quickly?
Okay, you
on
can.
IGN.
All right.
No, sorry, I'm going to read the top 100. I'm going to read them all. No, I'm not joking.
Yeah, let's do it.
So number 10 is Disco Elysium. So, you know, that's like the 10th best game ever.
All time best
of all time.
I played a lot of that game, and it is very cool, but I got stuck.
Yeah. Number 9 is Half-Life 2. I don't think any of us is going to disagree.
Should be higher.
Number 8 is Red Dead 2. Number 7 is Mario 64.
Yeah, no one's going to argue with that, are they?
Number 6 is Mass Effect 2. Number 5 is Super Metroid. Number 4 is Link to the Past, Legend of Zelda. Number 3 is Portal 2. Number 2 is Super Mario World. And number 1 is The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Fuck off! There's no Bethesda in the top 10? You've got to be shitting me.
There's no what?
I mean, I'm not saying you have to have Skyrim as number 1, but come on. No Elder Scrolls and no Fallout in the top 10?
And your rant there, Duke, is why
exemplifies exactly what I said.
If they didn't have Mario or Red Dead in the top 10, you would be saying the same shit. Don't give me that.
No.
It's objective. But
your rant is why they make these articles, so people go, "Oh my god."
Yeah. IGN's supposed to have some kind of credibility as journalists. There is no way you don't have a single Bethesda game in the top 10. And you have
Can I
3
just say-
Mario games? Fuck
Jesus.
out of here.
Well, I was just gonna say it's a bit Nintendo centric, is
It's
it not?
very Nintendo centric.
Well, yeah, maybe they like Nintendo. I don't know.
They
Bioshock.
can
What
like
about
Nintendo,
Bioshock?
but those are
That was
top
fucking
10, top
amazing.
100 of all time.
Yeah.
Whatever, dude.
I'm
And I mean, look, let's be honest. The big problem is that best game of all time is obviously very
Whoa.
dependent on
Can we
how
just-
how do
can
you
we just
define
say-
that.
Yeah.
The Witcher 3 is not in the top 10.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
that's also
those are
super-
our top tens. You know, like
No,
it's-
no, but
Well,
come on, it was.
But if we look at
universally
Metacritic's top 10 of
acclaimed.
all time,
Yeah.
well, yeah, but so was Super Mario World.
Elder Scrolls,
Yeah.
the Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim is a 41.
40.
What the fuck is?
Okay,
What the
this
fuck?
list is
What-
shit. Where's Witcher 3?
what- See, I told
Witcher
you. Where's
3.
the Witcher 3?
Witcher 3.
And where's Fallout? Where's the top Fallout game?
Witcher 3 is 16.
16.
Yeah, that fuck off.
That's
That
pretty
should definitely
high.
be in the top
So
10.
the only thing that
That
I
should be in the
disagree
top
with,
10
Top
now.
20. Top 20 is not bad. I mean, at least it's top 20.
Yeah,
Where's the top Fallout game?
the thing that I disagree with is the Halos, like the placement of the Halos. Is
Yeah,
like,
where are the
is-
Halos?
So Halo 2 is.
You're right. This is rage bait, Jenny.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, Halo 2 is 15th, and I think
Yeah.
Halo 2 is like one of the worst Halos because
Yeah, but that's the one that introduced the online multiplayer.
it
wasn't
is. That's true. That's true, and that's probably why
The
they
reason.
put it up there. But Halo 3, I think, is like just incredible.
Yeah,
but
sure.
Halo 2, you're
That's
right. Halo 2 is like responsible for a lot of online play and how we play online games now. The Last of Us is 17th. Portal's 23rd. Street Fighter 2 is 22nd. You know, look, Street Fighter 2. Look, I know you don't like Street Fighter games, but
Not even top 20.
Oh, I
Street
used
Fighter
to play a
2
lot of Street Fighter.
Street Fighter
yeah, Street Fighter
2
changed the world of video games.
people who don't play video games know what Street Fighter 2 is. It's so relevant to everything. It's it's just rage bait. It's interesting.
As I said earlier, it's all subjective. It's totally subjective, man.
There is Half-Life Alyx is on the list, and it's higher than
Really?
Skyrim.
Of course it is. It's a fucking
Wow.
no,
Fuck off.
but you.
No,
you've
not
never
of course it
played
is. Go. Yeah,
and it's all about
but, okay,
innovation. It's all innovation, isn't it?
But innovation isn't the only reason why they rank
oh
things
no,
as they do.
Half-Life
Okay.
Alyx is fucking superb. Story,
I'm not
voice
saying it's not
acting,
superb,
gameplay.
but-
It fucking revolutionized VR gaming.
And look where it is now.
I was
Yeah.
just gonna say.
Well, that's a problem because nobody could follow it. No one could follow that standard.
No
It
one could.
revolutionized
So
VR
fucking
games out of
amazing.
existence.
Yeah.
It was so revolutionary.
Usually when
It
somebody
was
makes a
so
good
fucking
game,
amazing,
everybody
no
tries
one
to
else could
copy
live
it,
up to
and
it.
everybody's gone, nah.
And Steam was like, no reason for us to do another
All the
one.
VR developers was like, well, Valve just made a game, so we're fucked.
Yeah, we're fucked. It's the best VR game ever made. Hands
Yeah.
down.
There
It
has
should
to
on
be
the list.
something for impact on the gaming world, and you cannot tell me Skyrim did not have a huge impact.
Ah, yeah,
on the-
no, I'm agreeing with you, dude. Like Skyrim,
Thank you.
but
I
like
want
it's like
Stu to-
you know why is that 41 and something else is 42? It's nonsense, but it's fun to talk about and read.
Of
But
course,
it only
But here's
gets
the
you
thing,
angry.
Look, if Skyrim was in the top 20, I would probably not have as much of a beef with that list.
Yeah.
Like, I think it really does deserve to be in the top 10. But again, I recognize the subjectivity of that. But I also recognize that, Mario games are important, Zelda games are important.
But that list is quite kind to me because Red Dead 2's in it. That's 8th. Super Mario World, which is one of my favorite games, is 2nd.
Portal 2 is there, which is good.
Portal 2's there, and that's one of my
There's
favorite
things that
games.
need to be there.
Yeah, like and
I never played Metroid, but I'm not mad that Metroid is.
no, my brother was more of a Metroid fan than me, but so that's quite a good list for me. But yeah, like Skyrim should be there, I think. But
And I mean, is that like officially IGN's top 100, or is that a one person posting on
no, the way they do it is they argue about it for like 3 days.
as a staff?
As a staff, yeah. So and there's a podcast I listen to called MinMax, and they have a few rules though, but it's a fun discussion, right? But they don't fall out over it like we would, but like, it's a fun discussion.
Yeah.
But like there's a few rules that they place, and I think that they have a top 10, and then they have another top 10. I know it should be a top 20, but they call it 2 10s or something.
Maybe.
But
Right,
it's-
here's the thing. Outside of the podcast, why don't we come up with the veteran gamers top 10?
Because
games
we
and
wouldn't
put
agree
on
on it.
Discord. No,
we
but we can
maybe
agree top 10
We wouldn't
between
agree on
us.
it because
You
we
would give
would.
and take.
we
We
don't
would-
have
I've
to-
we
heard.
would have each of us would get 2 things that are like non-negotiable.
Yeah.
That would be 6.
Yeah.
And then the other 4 we'd have to come to a consensus on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the reason why we pick our own top 5s is because if we have to pick a top 5 or 10
No,
for the
this
rest
is
of
a
the
Well,
games,
it's a
game of
lot
the year.
harder
This
in
is-
terms of year by
All
year.
time,
If you
all
do
time.
all
No,
video,
I mean we should do all the games.
that could
we've
be
played
interesting.
since
We could put
started
the discussion up
podcast.
for the Patreons.
what?
Yeah, there
let's
you
do
go.
our own top 1,000 games. How about that?
No, fuck that shit.
No.
10's enough.
10's enough.
10's
Yeah.
enough.
All right, so that
Okay.
was the speak pipe from Saint Diesel. Thank you very
It's
much.
gonna be that's gonna be
Thank
an
you.
argument, you know that, right? That's gonna be.
No, it's not. We
That's why
can be
it's gonna
very
be
civil
fun.
about it. Look, I
Shut the
can't
fuck
afford
up,
to
we're
argue
very
anymore.
civil.
Can't have stress, man.
No, you can't have stress.
You
I
can
love
just be the
stress.
instigator of the arguments.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and just sit back and watch the fireworks.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, that's about it. Let's do some shout outs, shall we?
All right.
I think it's time to do some shout
It's time for a shout out. Hey!
I'll start because I
You
just want to
start.
shout out all the nice messages from SLH, from Lee, Jason, Tainted Brain. Who else has sent me messages? Loads, so many. I should have brought my phone. Steve Pemberton, he sent loads
A
of
lot
messages.
of people
checking
want
was
to know,
okay.
Stu, are you okay?
Feng Chewy,
Mm.
Lewis, Dan, just everybody who sent Jason. I'm trying to think. There's been so many people sending messages asking how I am and stuff like that. So, I
And the
really
Duchess sent you a
appreciate-
meme.
Yeah, the Duchess, obviously Chidi, yourself, you, Duke.
Yeah, the Duchess
obviously
made a little
Tahara.
response. I sent the Duchess a question at one point, and I was like, "Is it okay if I try to take a nap at this time?" And she sent me a picture of the shed, and she drew her face on it, and then a little dialogue bubble. It's like, "It's okay," and that's like she
Yeah.
wants that to go viral as a meme now. So
Right.
everybody, send it to everybody you know.
Right. Yeah. Because that's how viral
Simeon-
posts work. Is like they say,
That is
I
how
want it to be.
you
viral.
make them viral. Let's
Yeah.
do this.
Simeon, Kyle in the chat.
Yeah.
Celia in the chat. Yeah, you just was glad I
Yeah.
hadn't died. Glad you're with us, Stu.
Yay.
Yeah,
We're
so
glad
there you
he's
go.
with
So
us
thank you
too.
for that, Celia. So everybody who sent me messages, I really
Excellent.
appreciate all the love, and I'm really happy that things seem to be touchwood going all right so far.
Yay, Stu healthy. Chinny, shout him out.
Well, you know, shout out to everybody in the chat for joining along. Even the spam bots in Twitch. Why do we still stream there? I don't know.
Because it's more work than not. It's more work to not stream there than it is
Yeah.
to stream there.
No, I had a quick look at the. I forgot who sent in the thing about Apple taking a percentage on Patreon. Basically, yes is the answer.
So how does this work through Apple Pay?
So if you subscribe to a Patreon creator through iOS app and pay with Apple's in-app purchase system, Apple takes a 30% commission on the first year of any subscription and 15% on the second year onwards. This is Apple App Store policy, right?
That is
So,
absolutely
robbing bastards.
fucking robbing bastard shocking.
I wonder how much Patreon itself takes.
Then I went down the route of right. Who's taking what? How much does Patreon do? So that's exactly what I did. I was like, all right, how much do they take? So
Yeah, Andre is very concerned about how much Patreon.
yeah,
takes. That's why he's bought.
he's very upset about it. So it ranges from 8% to 12% of the lot. So that's better than 30%.
So it's twice as Apple takes twice as much as.
No,
Yeah.
but can we, just a minute, just to clarify though, if you subscribe through Apple, they'll take their 30%, and then presumably Patreon will take another 12% on top of that.
Yeah, yeah.
Or Apple takes 30% and gives half of it to Patreon.
I don't think
Apple
that's
ain't-
probably how it works.
I don't know. I don't know. But so yeah, I'm just reading some things on Reddit here. But
Yeah.
then I was looking at like, well, what about? Because I've thought about this, but I haven't done it. Was using Buy Me a Coffee. Are you familiar with Buy Me a Coffee?
yeah.
So Buy Me a Coffee is like a tip
Oh,
service.
$0.5.
It's like a tip one-off. You know, hey, I don't want to
You
subscribe.
don't have to give us every month. Every month, you give
Yeah,
us whenever you feel.
But like, you know, like here's like a donation just to
It's
keep the lights on and stuff. Yeah.
Exactly.
And I think you can like link it to a shop and stuff like that. I haven't quite worked it out. There is a website coming that we're going to bring our website back. That is coming. So, but Buy Me a Coffee is actually like really, really good for commission. Like it takes less. So yeah, I might.
have both.
It can't hurt. And also, if you're struggling financially, or you're looking at your bills, don't give us anything. Just
don't give
fucking
us
listen
money.
to the free.
Have it sitting around,
But
and you're not going to get much for it. So
we don't
like,
need loads of
not paying
Patreons all the time to keep the
we're not
lights on. We
selling
just need
nutrients.
a few here and there, and it's good. And we really appreciate the people that are
Give
Patreons.
us some money!
And those people are, as soon as I apply the correct filters.
And by the way, while he's loading that up, I'll say one of the things Patreon people do get, at one point soon, we're going to have a drawing, and the winner gets to bathe Stu.
Yes.
Yeah, you do.
That's
You got to
true.
give me my
that'll be
weekly,
awesome.
well,
That's
not
right.
weekly, my daily shower.
He gets really funky, so make sure you bring a lot of soap.
I've
So-
had actually, to be fair, since Wednesday I've only had 2 showers, so I am
No
a
judgment
little
here.
bit
You've had major heart
Yeah.
surgery. Okay, so Connor Seal, Seth McNitt, Value, Sean Thiel, Dan Fletcher, Adam Birmingham, Armar Parvez, Christian, Matt Nation, Robert Wilcox, Jake Peterson, and Nigel Strutt. Thank you very much for the
Thank
Patreon.
you so much.
Yeah,
How about
Really
that?
appreciate it.
Yay.
good stuff.
All right, I'm going to shout out Chris Williams because he and Antonio. I'll shout out Antonio as well, even though I already did it. I was looking through my WhatsApps, and do you remember when you set up Operation Duke, Chinny?
Oh yeah,
Back in 2018 when I was coming over there in order to secretly coordinate
Yeah,
the whole
it
big
was our
surprise.
WhatsApp
secret
group
squirrel.
to fuck you
So
over.
I noticed that it was still around, and I just wrote in there like, "Oh wow, this still exists. Who's here?" And so Chris Matthews wrote, "Thank God. I thought it was just me waiting in this chat every day for 6 years for someone to talk to me. Love you guys."
Christopher
that was a
Williams,
lot of
Christopher Williams, not Christopher Matthews.
Yeah, Chris Williams.
Oh,
no,
I'm sorry.
Chris
Yeah,
Duh.
yeah.
Yeah, God, Chris Williams. My bad. Yes.
No, Christopher Matthew
man,
used to smash
that would-
controllers in his basement. That's who he
Yes,
is.
that would be a very different message from Christopher
Yeah,
Matthews.
yeah.
Anyway, Chris Williams, my bad. Thank you so much. And I'm also going to shout out someone I never thought I would shout out. I don't know if you had a chance to listen to it, Stu. I sent you the link.
What, Donald Trump?
No, Rebecca Black.
Rebecca Black.
Rebecca Black
She's
did a
back.
DJ set,
She's
and it's
good.
good.
Yes,
She's
I've
good.
seen-
It's
I
a
saw
good
it. I
DJ
saw
mix.
it.
I was like, all right, I'm gonna give this a chance because everyone deserves. And I was like, damn, and it's
She's
like
good.
hardstyle.
It was hardcore techno. She
I
did.
think it
was
was
impressive.
a year or two ago. She released a single, and I don't know how successful it was, but I remember looking at it going, "That's fine. That's a good song."
Yeah,
And she can
and she has a
dance.
good sense of humor.
Yeah.
She did a DJ mix for DJ Kicks, which is a sort of magazine now, sort of like whatever online YouTube channel. But she did the mix for them, and then the final song was a new version of Friday layered on top of Charlie XCX 365, which I'm sorry, it sounds a lot better, but the lyrics are still shit. That song is not a good song in any way, shape, or form. So
She knows
I like
it.
the fact that she was goofing. I know, but it's also just let it go, dude. Like, you're making a good name for yourself doing new things. But I also get the fact that it's a fun thing for a lot of people, and they're just rolling with it. And that's
Do you
fine.
know? I kind of agree with you, and I
Oh.
kind of disagree because
I would
Eric
say you kind of like
Prydz-
that song.
No. But Eric Prydz, he obviously did Call on Me. That was his massive moment. That's how he got sort of really famous.
Yeah.
And then a year after that release, he refused to ever play it again. Like when he DJ'd or anything, he would refuse to play it point blank.
Yeah.
And this year, he did a DJ set somewhere, and he said to, I think it was his manager was stood with him while he was DJing, and he went, "I think I should put Call on Me on." And he's like, "Yeah, why not? Just fucking do it." And he put it on, and the crowd went absolutely mental.
Yeah,
Right?
you
They
starve
absolutely loved
people, they're going to love it when it comes back.
But you shouldn't forget where you came from. You shouldn't
Oh, yeah.
disown what made you famous.
That's fair. That's fair. But there's a difference between, like, I'm never going to play it again after this point, and I'm just going to keep riding it forever and ever.
Yeah.
Like in extras, right? Like, is he having a laugh? Are you having a laugh? Like, if you have a catchphrase, like, you can let it go. But yeah,
It's
once in a
like-
while, if you're a DJ bumping your most popular song, yeah, sure, totally, go for it.
It's like Kylie Minogue. It's like Kylie Minogue. She refused to sing I Should Be So Lucky.
Mm.
Yeah, well, she became a bit more credible. But now, whenever she does a concert, she always sings it because why not? It's why you got
Why
famous
not?
in the first place.
Taking care of
you know, as a
business.
singer.
We'll get to that, sir. No talking, no new crap. Taking care of business now.
It's like when we went to watch the Shapeshifters. Like I went to watch Shapeshifters DJing, and he played 2 Shapeshifters songs all night, right? And other than that, he played a lot of more like hardcore, like stuff I wouldn't have expected him to play. You know, just weird. Why are you playing that? And then he chucked in a couple of songs of his songs that just didn't fit because obviously it didn't fit with the stuff he was playing, and never played Lola's theme, which is obviously the most famous song they've ever like recorded. And it's like, why wouldn't you? I mean, we went to watch obviously some DJs when we went to that festival, and they played all of their big songs. You know, they just played them. Well, why
I mean,
not?
I can see as an artist not wanting to just do the same shit every time. Like Bart Simpson, say the line, Bart. I didn't do it. Say the line, Bart. But at the same time, you know, if you get to do 90 minutes of other stuff, then, you know, you end with the thing that people really want to hear because they don't hear it every day. You play it every day, but they don't hear it every day. So
yeah, and the other thing I found quite interesting about that is his style of obviously music that he records is all funky vocal house, you know, disco like influenced, all that kind of really cool funky stuff. And he didn't play any of that. Like it was all.
Well,
like,
that's more jarring if you're expecting one thing and you get another
one
thing.
genre, and then you get completely. So I mean, it was fine. I danced all night to whatever he played. I didn't care. I just liked dancing, so I wasn't bothered. But it just wasn't what I was expecting, and I just feel like, you know, you got famous for. Make sure you fucking don't forget, because that's why people bought that shit in the first place. Whether you like it or not, it's kind of irrelevant, I suppose.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say it's irrelevant so much as I would say it has to be a balancing act because I think you do owe the audience a little bit of something, but I also don't think you have to do just what the audience wants because artists don't just do what's popular or what the audience wants.
And I think the fact she chucked it in at the end, there's a mashup with some like quite modern song. I think it's fine. Fine for me.
Yeah, it's a good compromise. All right, so that's our show for this week. Anybody got anything else?
No.
No, I did read up. If you do want to subscribe to us on Patreon, just go to the web browser. It doesn't. You can still use your iPhone, but just go to the web browser. Don't pay.
Yeah,
through,
just don't do the app.
Go through in-app purchases. Yeah, that's where they get you.
Don't go through the Patreon app.
Yeah,
just do the web browser. So, or just don't pay. It's
this
fine.
conversation can serve no purpose anymore.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for listening, everybody.
Thank you, good on, much love.
All right, show's over. No refunds. You heard the robot. Get out.
Instead, sitting at home, watch TV, turn it up, slow moves of the
You enjoying playing that?
Oh my god! Oh whoa!
Whoa!
Oh
whoa! What the fuck?
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
What? Use your words.
Words, please, Stu.
Well,
are you okay?
He's fine.
What the fuck?
Get on with it.
I don't want to be a moment when he's not okay,
right.
just going, what the fuck, over and over.
Because
we need to call
because
it
of the ICD. Because of the ICD thing, right? I put my earbuds in, so I've not got like big cans on my head, right? Which obviously have big magnets in.
Yeah.
I just heard the outro. No problemos, dude.
So it was your headphones.
I don't know. Just a minute, right? I know this is a
Play
weird
some
thing to say.
music. Play some music.
Just play the intro. Play the intro
Play the
again.
intro.
Because the intro didn't work when we started.
All right, we got to start this show all over again, everybody.
Yeah, just a minute.
Let's start the motherfucking show, bitch.
Totally hear it.
It's headphones.
Wow. So you tried all that shit with your laptop, and it was the headphones that were the problem.
I don't know.
It has to be the headphones, Stu. It's the only thing you
I'm
changed.
glad you got it sorted.
No, we talking about no. You changed the headphones.
No, just listen. Listen to me. Listen to me. At the beginning of the show tonight, I still didn't hear the intro.
Did you change
But
it?
you,
don't know what
you were listening on your
changed.
headbuds rather than.
What changed? What changed?
I don't know.
Did you stop using
I
a
have
certain
not
app?
an
Did
absolute
you change?
clue. Nope.
Okay,
I've not
let's
switch something in the settings.
let's never end this call
I know, because maybe
Well,
I don't
that
know.
or take pictures of all your settings,
Nah,
and so you have
he ain't gonna do
screenshots.
that.
Or
I
write
haven't
down
changed anything.
everything set up
But
to-
how fucking weird is that?
Just don't touch anything.
Your headphones.
I don't-
That is very weird.
By the way, SLA said I trained as a nurse and worked in social care, so I know how to give a proper bed bath. So, wow. There's an offer you
There's
can
an
offer.
offer. You know what I mean?
Yeah. it is.
Blimey.
Don't-
I'll send my details.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Thank you, everybody, for listening.
Yeah. Thanks for listening, Pete.
I'm gonna get up
Have a good
early.
night.
I say
Continue
like
to
Stu,
feel
don't I?
well.
I'm gonna get up
You
early.
do sound like me. You know, I'm fine. I don't have to get up at all.
I'm lucky we
Tired
got Labor Day tomorrow, so I don't have to go back to school tomorrow. But Tuesday, pray for me, kids.
Thanks to Stu Lecky, by the way, who said, I hope everyone's well, especially fellow Stu. So thank you, Stu. I appreciate that.
Yeah. And thanks to everybody who
And,
listened.
Yeah,
We'll catch you next time on the
Yeah.
Flippy Floppy.
Thank you.
we will.
Bye.
Bye.
Tatty bye.